Hello! Hello. It is Thursday. It's Mario Party. We're just gonna chill as a train horn is heard in the distance. Wonderful start. Hello, Johnny. Hello, Boo. Hello. Welcome in. Hope you're having a good day. All right, we're just gonna jump in because my day has been like, I've been like go, like literally all day. I just want to sit. You ever be like, just like go, like all day? Oh, I think I had the top four. Yeah. All equal, on hard. No handicap. We were at Chilly Waters last time. Where should we go this time? I don't know where to go. I think it's okay. I don't know where to go. We just went to... You know what? Yeah, let's go to Deep Blooper Sea. Just want to chill. Fitty turns, because of course. All minigames, bonuses on, because it's not Mario Party without bonuses. That's how I feel. Anyway, but hello. Yeah, I've been like literally go. Because I mentioned earlier this week, oh great, that bug bite is starting to itch again. Rude. I have a bug bite on like the inner part of my foot, and it's a very awkward spot. And apparently it's starting to itch again. I thought I was over this. I thought I was over these bug bites. Anyway. Today I had to go to local health department to get a school physical done for Riley. Because they're doing physicals for like preschool and kindergarten. Ah, damn. Why are we itching again? I hate that. I hate that a lot, actually. But yeah, we had to go do that. The appointment time was at 10 a.m. And I was gone for an hour and a half. I had like 2 other errands right after the physical, but yeah, the appointment time was 10 a.m. We didn't get seen until like 10:30. It was quite the wild ride. So, and then after that I had to go to the central office of the school. So I had to take care of like some extra things because I believe they needed a copy of Riley's birth certificate, so I got that taken care of. Then I had to go to the grocery store to get some butter. Smooth like butter, like a criminal. Wait, what? I don't remember the actual lyrics. I only remember a parody lyrics because the voice actor for Monokuma of Danganronpa did a parody of Butter by BTS, and I only know the parody lyrics. And it's like, I would sing it, but like, that would be Danganronpa spoilers, because there are spoilers in the song. I still really want to play Danganronpa, bring it to stream at some point. That'd be really cool. Even though I already know the game. And that's a game where I feel like you shouldn't play it like back to back. But like a repeat playthrough would be pretty good to kind of refresh you on the story. And like pick up some details even though you'd probably already know like the killer and who gets killed and, everything. You could just... It's more for, like, lore bits. And of course I would slip and fall off. Of course I would. And they're just gonna be perfect because they are perfect. I fell off again. Go, Luigi, go. I am cheering for you always because I am just inadequate about anything, really. Because I didn't get pushed off by no stinking fish. I fell off my own accord. So I had to get some butter. Yeah, I had to get some butter. I wanted to get like a small tub of butter. Because like, stuff is expensive here in my small town. I wanted to get a small thing of butter because it's like the cheapest thing. But they didn't have the kind of butter that I get, like the regular butter. I don't need no fancy butter. I just need regular butter. And they didn't have like the small thing. So I'm like, you know what? Fine. We'll just get the big thing of butter. And like a big thing of butter here at my grocery store is like 10 bucks. It's like $8 and something cents, but like it's close to $9 really, but like it's 10 bucks. Just round up. That's why I wait till we go to the nearest Walmart, because things are a bit cheaper at Walmart. So even though our nearest Walmart is an hour away, but hey. That's just a theory. A Kansas theory. Thanks for driving. Oh, my brain has been so fried the last several days. But we're here now. We are here now, and I think a lot of the brain frying is school is coming up. School starts in less than a week. We meet the kids as teachers on Monday. Allie starts on the 20th and Riley starts the 25th. Yeah, as we approach closer, streams are gonna be looking a little different. A little bit. At least when Riley starts, because she, is... Much to my dismay, she is in the PM kindergarten class. When I marked her down for a preference for AM, Waluigi, what are we doing? I marked down the preference because it asked, like, do you have a preference on AM or PM? And I put AM, and they put her in the PM class. Because of course they did. I don't know if we just enrolled late, which could be the case. But it was one of those, you know, just kind of waited till I thought she was ready for school, and we, you know, signed her up and everything. So, I don't know. I don't make the rules. But it does kind of throw a wrench into things, because PM preschool starts at 12:15. So, yeah, streams are going to be looking a little different. Gonna be looking a little different throughout, so... It's gonna be fun to adjust. Alright. But we'll cross that bridge when we get there. When Allie starts, it'll be okay. I say, because like it'll be like normal start time, but at least to 3:45 because, you know, school. But also, since Riley is in the PM class, there will be no Tato time. There will be no Tato time anymore. Which is kind of sad, because that was, you know, the whole reason I took a break whenever I did. So, but it'll just be me. No Riley cameos until Fridays. Because preschool is Monday through Thursday. So, we'll see her on Fridays. Fridays will be relatively unchanged for school, even with the after-school program and stuff. Because I don't even think that will start till, like, September, maybe. I don't know. I'll get more info on that. Fridays will definitely be unchanged, because after-school programs doesn't happen on Fridays anyway. So, Fridays will be relatively unchanged. Where is the star? Oh, it's over there. Oh, I hiccuped. So there we go. So yeah. Yeah, brain is fried because school's coming up. Had to do 500 things today. And, it's been an adventure. So hopefully once school starts and we get into the new routine, things will get calmed down a little bit. But like, man, since like the beginning of August, it's felt like it's just been go, go, go. So I've just been like running on running on green tea and a prayer, honestly. Green tea, baby cakes, and a prayer. Because I ran out of my birthday cupcakes a couple weeks ago. That was really sad. I still have the tub of that purple frosting I concocted. I still have that. And every now and then I will get like a spoonful of frosting, and that'll be like a good snack to kind of get me a little sugar push, I guess. Like, I don't get sugar rushes. Maybe. I don't know. It really depends. No, there has been some times. I do remember specifically, it was Mario Party 8, and I ran out of green tea. Either I ran out of green tea or I decided to get a Pepsi. And I was just like all over the place energy-wise. But also my energy can be all over the place under any given circumstances. Tessa Jane, The New Adventures. Sure feels like that. Especially with both kids going to school now. It's crazy. It's crazy. And you know what's weird for me? Personally? It could be a personal thing. It could be my town is stupid. It could be something that they have newly implemented and I'm just not aware of. So I got school physical for my 4-year-old, right? And what would you think a physical for school would entail? You know, just check your vitals, make sure everything is good. You know, your abilities, make sure, you know, heart's good, you know, again, just normal checkup stuff, right? Well, they did check her hemoglobin, which it was good. And Riley was just a fucking beast, because like they poked her finger and she didn't react at all. No reaction whatsoever. They just poked her and they just went about. Riley just went about her day. Come here. So like Riley is like 100% impervious to pain. Yeah, they pricked her finger. No reaction. None whatsoever. She just sat there and chilled. It's crazy. But yeah, they checked her hemoglobin. Everything's good. But like the one thing that tripped me up even before the whole physical started was they needed a urine sample. Yeah, they needed a urine sample for a 4-year-old. 4 to 5-year-olds. For me, I feel like that seems a little excessive. And it's like, I know you can tell a lot about a person's health, you know, through a urine sample. That's how that's how drug tests are done. It's funny because my husband's coworker got called in for a drug test. For my husband's work, he's a truck driver. And they do like, randomly selected drug tests. So people get picked here and there, whenever, wherever. Not whenever, wherever, but it's like, hey, you're due for a drug test today. Come in today. And it could just be like, hey, yep, you're picked. And they go into, the medical facility. They, pee in the cup and there you go. So it's like, it's really no big deal because like my husband doesn't do drugs. And no one he works with does drugs, I would hope. But yeah, it's like stuff like that. Like, yeah, you would need a urine sample. And of course, for pregnancy, that's how, pregnancy tests are done. You pee on the stick. Or also, you can pee in a cup and dip the stick in the cup. That's a lot easier. I'm going to give you firsthand experience. That's a lot easier than just peeing on a stick. Anyway. Yeah, I just feel like a urine sample for a small child that is 4 or 5 years old is a little much for a school physical. I feel like that is way too much. All right, let me do this and then let me rant again. Okay. Toad Boo Koopa, Toad Boo Koopa, Toad Boo Koopa, Toad Boo Koopa. Oh! Did I beat him? Oh no. Why does it look like I am faster? But no. Why? Why? I lost money. Yeah, I lost money. I lost money on this. Because I had like over 40 coins. Bruh. But anyway. Just the health department asking for a urine sample for something that is essentially a normal checkup for a child. That just seems too excessive. Like, not even her regular doctor's appointments call for a urine sample. It just feels too excessive. And again, it's like, I understand you can pick up a lot of, you know, health concerns through a urine sample. But also, here's the thing too, like, so they gave me a cup beforehand, because I needed to fill out paperwork. Boo Goomba Koopa, 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 boo Goomba Koopa. So they, because I got a call yesterday confirming, like, you're still good for this time tomorrow? And it's like, yes. And it's like, do you have the paperwork? And it's like, oh shit, I need to go pick that up. So I picked it up and they handed me the cup to collect the urine sample. So I had to preemptively do that. Koopa Goomba Koopa, boo Goomba. 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 Fifth from the left is first from the right. So yeah, I had to preemptively collect the urine sample and drop it off. Cool, whatever, right? So I did that last night, and you can stick it in the fridge, and it'll be good up for up to 24 hours. You know, whatever. Koopa Goomba Koopa, Koopa Goomba Koopa, boo Goomba boo. Koopa Goomba Koopa, boo Goomba boo. Koopa Goomba Koopa, boo Goomba boo. Okay, Koopa Goomba Koopa, boo Goomba boo. First from the left. Boo. So yeah, I had to preemptively do that, which I did that last night, and you can stick it in the fridge, and it's good for up to 24 hours. Cool, whatever. I did exactly as I was instructed to do. Because God forbid I mess something up like that. So, I get the urine sample, all looks good, you know, normal color pee, because that's another thing with your health. The color of your pee can be correlated to your health as well. Normal looking pee. Clear as day, not cloudy, not super duper dark, not completely transparent, you know, just that light yellow, you know, like normal pee, right? So, you know, I go to the health department, hand in the urine sample, everything's good to go. And then they take us back there like half an hour after I get there. And they make a mention, does Riley have any like trouble peeing? Like, does it like hurt when she pees? And I'm like, no, never had any issue whatsoever with her, you know, with her peeing, you know, never had, you know, any issue. And they're like, well, we found there was a little bit of blood in her urine. And I'm like, what the fuck? It's like, what? Like, what do you mean? I looked at it last night, putting it in the fridge, and I looked at it before we left. It was clear as fucking day. If there was any blood in that urine, even just a tiny bit, I would have fucking noticed. So you mean to tell me they think, oh, there's blood in her urine? No, absolutely the fuck not. And I even said, like, there's a snowball's chance in hell that she's having trouble, because if she was having trouble, don't you think I already would have fucking called a doctor about it first? I don't care. I don't care, it's one coin. Take it. Ugh. So yeah, first of all, I feel like it's a tall order asking for a urine sample for a young child that is 4 to 5 years old. But it's also another thing to tell me that there's blood in it when I could see it clear as fucking day that there is nothing in there. And Riley doesn't have any trouble. Hello, Del Toro. Hello, welcome in. Hope you're having a good day coming in when I'm talking about pee. I mean, it's just normal bodily functions. Oh my god, why are we stealing my reverse mushroom? Damn it. Oh well, it's fine. But yeah, like, peeing is just a normal human thing. And again, you can tell a lot about, you know, the health, you know? Again, I've been pregnant 2 times. I have had 2 pregnancies. So I have done a lot of peeing in cups because when you're pregnant and you're going in for normal, you know, prenatal checkups, you have to pee in that cup every freaking doctor's appointment. Every single one of them. Shit. You have to pee in it. Every single time. Every single doctor's appointment, you have to pee in that cup. And what's also really funny and fucked at the same time is that is how they can catch preeclampsia. Mine wasn't caught though. It either flew under the radar or they just didn't say anything. I don't know, but that's a whole different thing. But yeah, you got pee in a cup all the time. Yeah, and you're asking me to collect a urine sample for a 4-year-old. I also avoided carrying a big fucking tin of my pee once. I never had to do that. I avoided that, thankfully. I was ready to get in those exams because lab coat syndrome. Yeah, white coat fever, if you will. I think my husband's better with it now, but I think he used to have that pretty bad. Because, like, he always had problems, like, with his blood pressure kind of being a little bit high in the context of a doctor's appointment. I think he's a little bit better about that now, but also high blood pressure runs in his family. Because both his parents have high blood pressure. His runs a little high sometimes. But he also doesn't really like doctors very much. So, yeah. So yeah, I'm just still a little up in arms about them needing a freaking urine sample of my 4-year-old for a school physical. Like, if it was like some other doctor's appointment for like some like illness she was having, cool, whatever, right? Like, whatever, right? But like for a routine school physical, like checking her hemoglobin, that's whatever, because like all you gotta do is just, you know, prick the finger, get a tiny bit of blood, that's it. That's just like a little boop and done. It's like a shot, right? But a urine sample for a 4 or 5-year-old? Like, really? Like, really? I am under the impression that something went wrong when they checked the sample, or they mixed it up with someone else. Because there's like no way she should have had blood in her urine. There's no fucking way. Purple! I love all that purple. I love that so much. Yeah, pretty random. Give me a sec. Sorry about that. There's people outside and they're painting our apartment. They're working on like repainting a bunch of stuff and needed to kind of paint something with the door. So now the door is closed when it's usually not, and it's dark in here. Hi outside people, Mario Paint, yes. Where did oh yeah, that's right, the star went up there. I want to go this way. I just kind of threw my headphones back on because I will probably in a few short seconds I will open my door again. Maybe. I don't know. Let me actually fix my headphones. Because like it says, like, the paint dries pretty quickly. Yeah, the paint dries pretty quickly. So I'll just give it a second. What's up, Bowser? Do you think it's ridiculous that the health department here asked for a urine sample of a 4-year-old? Which is a really crazy question off the bat to ask. But yeah, also, I'm glad it's not my brother, because last time I streamed Mario Party, my brother came over. That was funny. And it's like, I had my mic muted the entire time he was here, because I know my brother. I know him very well, and I know he will say either 1, incriminating things about me, or 2, dox me by accident. So... yeah, that was pretty fun. Wario, Mario, Luigi. Wario, Mario, Luigi. Yellow, yellow, yellow. Okay. Green corners. Okay. I think I got it. I think I got it. Grab that, please. Luigi is over here. Peach was next to Mario. So I remembered that. The hammer was up here because yellow, yellow, yellow. That was there. DK was next to Peach. Boom shakalaka. Bam dab. Ow, my hand got caught on my headphone cord and I almost like ripped my watch off. That would have been funny. Incriminating test of things. I know. And it's the brother that's 9 years older than me. So, because he lives around my area. My other siblings are further away from me. 10 out of 10, baby. So yeah, there's our question of the day. What do you do to relieve stress? Because I have been nothing but stressed for like the last month. I wouldn't say the last month. 2 weeks tops. Not tops, at least 2 weeks minimum. I'd probably say that's more accurate. For like the last like 2 weeks or so, I have been like extremely stressed. I would like to not be stressed. And I'm playing... Some people find Mario Party to be very stress-inducing. I find it to just shut my brain off. Crickety jimmies. Nice. Yeah, because there's guys that have been outside. I think they've been kind of like tearing down paint and stuff and like repainting and caulking things. You know, caulk. Like, it's like C-A-U-L-K? Is that how you spell that? Ooh, my god, how did I survive that? Threading the needle, baby! Haha. Watch, I'm gonna get like super duper. Waluigi's feet are not attached to his body. Do you see that? Go. Oh, I hesitated. I got distracted by Waluigi's feet not being attached to his body. Jiminy Crickets, I forgot to say it. Eat food I like? Nice. Food. I did have a baby cake last night. Granted, I've had a baby cake last few nights. So, yeah. It's just a nice sweet treat at the end of the day. Also, last night I did like nothing. What's up, Toad? What do you got? I can sell you a shopper. It's only 5 coins. So yeah, I did like nothing. And usually on a Wednesday night, if I opt to do dishes, I'll do them, but then afterwards I'll usually grab my laptop out and work on the fanfiction that we've already hit the follower goal for. Yeah, we've already hit the follower goal for the fanfiction, but I, you know, am working on writing it still. I'm on chapter 6? Yeah, and chapter 6 is kind of shaping up to be a big one, so I've just been kind of working on it. Like, the only real hint I gave for, like, the series, the fan fiction, is like, do you ever accidentally write Xenoblade? It's not gonna be as long as a Xenoblade game, but I mean, granted, Xenoblade 3 is only 7 chapters, but no, it's not gonna be like a 100-hour long read. No. It's just, have you ever accidentally written Xenoblade? I'm not gonna tell you which Xenoblade game, though. I'm not gonna tell you which one. You got 4 options. Yeah, have you ever accidentally written Xenoblade? And I guess some other games could kind of fall into it, too. But mostly Xenoblade, 'cause I didn't even notice until, like, I kind of mapped out a lot of the plot points in my head and I was up to, like, chapter 4. Writing it, I'm like, oh my god, this is fucking Xenoblade. Baby cakes for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Also, baby cake for dessert after each meal. Of course. Of course. Gotta have the baby cakes. It's a requirement. But yeah, I did like nothing, mostly because like I knew I had to get up early to get, you know, my children ready to go to leave by 10 a.m. And also to kind of get back into the swing of getting up early for school. 'Cause that's gonna be a thing. I'm getting a little... That'll work. You mean I didn't get more from that? Come on. Let me get out of this. I don't know if I needed divine intervention or not. I needed to, and I couldn't. I'm just sad that one Whomp Crunch, or Thwomp Crunch didn't even get me anything. Can write the next Xenoblade plot. Yeah, Monolith, hire me. Hire me, you won't. Do it, you won't. That'd be one hell of a job, though. Being a story writer for a big RPG. Yo. Like, the best I can do is, like, come up with a story and character design. That's really about it. Can't do much else. But that's really about it. That's all in my wheelhouse. Because I drew my pro tags last night in the fanfiction. That's really the most I did. So I drew my pro tags. Just to kind of, again, get the image in my head. And also I get to draw the pro tag for the male pro tag, which is you know, K-pop boy member, because of course it's fanfiction. We've got to pull from K-pop idol, right? I may have gotten it. Nice. So yeah, really the only hint to the story is like, have you ever accidentally written Xenoblade? So yeah, there you go. Chance time! Just let me be crazy, okay? Let me be crazy. Let me have this. I've been so stressed with school. Essentially, keeping track of the girls by myself Monday through Friday. Well, at least Monday through Thursday, at the very least, because my husband comes home Fridays. But like Monday through Thursday, I'm handling the girls by myself more often than not. It's a pain in the butt. Let me go crazy. Let me do it. Let me have this. Ah! Whee! Oh, I missed. Damn. Oh. Sometimes they pop up at, like, stupid times. I think I missed, like, 4. I know we can get those last 4 pretty good. I did miss 4. Look at me go. I can count. I can only count to 4. I can only count to 4. Written by Tessa Jane, script by Tessa Jane, produced by Tessa Jane, directed by Tessa Jane, character designed by Tessa Jane, programmed by Tessa Jane, tested by Tessa Jane, published by Tessa Jane. Special thanks to Tessa Jane. You know what's kind of funny? I say funny seeing my name written out. A week ago, last Friday, I had to go to the bank because, I saw a fraudulent charge on my card. Because the night before, I just so happened to check my... Okay, it's not that I just so happened to check it. I checked it because my husband wanted to know if his paycheck was in the bank. And I wanted to check. Because, like, he gets paid every other Friday, but it usually hits the bank, like, the night before. I want an average item. Okay. So I was checking the bank account, checking the bank statement online, and his check wasn't in the bank, and we were like 70-something cents overdrawn. It's like, that's actually, you know, not that bad considering we've been overdrawn way worse than that. But we were like 70-something cents overdrawn. And the charge that put the account overdrawn was a $7.99 purchase of, like, Fox Nation network. So I think it's like a subscription service. You pay like month-to-month subscription service for like Fox News. Or like other TV related to Fox. And it's like, excuse me? No? And like the day it was charged on, I'm like, I never used my card that day. Never. It was like Wednesday when it happened. I'm like, I never used my card this day. And also, I would never. Even for like Fox TV or even like Fox News, no. For one, I don't really keep up with like mainstream media or news media anyway. Because I don't trust it. But that's, you know, I just don't really follow much news networks anyway. I get like most of my news from like TikTok. And like I look up several different sources, but that's a whole different thing. But yeah, I just know that is a charge I have definitely not made. Never even visited the site before. So someone tried to use my card to purchase Fox Network stuff. It's like, excuse me, no. The best I would even use like a Fox Network for is like sports. And even then, I am not doing very good. Yeah, no. So, yeah, I saw that charge, and like a $7.99 purchase overdrew us by 70-something cents. So the next day, I went to the bank. I said, hey, there's a purchase I never made that was like for $7.99 on my card. Cause like, yeah, it was $7.99. It could have gone completely unnoticed, but I'm like, it happened like recent enough that I'm like, no. No. So I went to the bank and had to get my, card changed, and I got it changed, but I never got to like write down what my card would appear, or like what like my name would appear on the card. Because some opt for like their first and last name or first middle initial last name. I always opted for my full name, Tessa Jane, last name. That's what I always opted for, but I never got a chance to specify. And so they just went Tessa J last name. And it's like, that's a choice. Not one I would have made, but whatever. Whatever, that's just gonna be a trip. And also, speaking of, I need to change my card info on my, like, Apple Pay and, or, like, my things that go through my phone. I need to change that, because I haven't yet, because I'm gonna run into problems if I don't do that soon. ESPN. And it's like, I like sports, right? I like watching sports. But, like, sometimes I don't want to watch stuff on TV. I feel like I would get more enjoyment out of going in person. But going in person is expensive. Also, watching it on TV is expensive because you need like 500 subscription services to watch things on to stream it anymore. So that's why it's like, I don't know, man. With WWE's new deal with ESPN coming up. So, but I know a lot of people are really upset about that because you're going from like, you know, 13, 14, 15 bucks a month from Peacock going up to $30 a month on ESPN. If you got Peacock solely to watch wrestling, then, and you don't watch any other sports, that is not worth it. Jumping from like, you know, doubling your price essentially, and even like the base price of Peacock's like $9.99 or something, 10, 11 bucks, like, which isn't bad. Why do we have 2 Lucky Charms here? They are not magically delicious. I could do something really funny. I can hope. I can hope. The worst that can happen is Waluigi makes bank and he uses his lamp anyway. This is my only effort to stop him. So, yeah. I mean, are we gonna get it? I don't know. And I saw a TikTok the other day, which puts it into perspective with how it's going right now. You see the trends, you see what's happening with the decisions they're making with WWE. They are appealing to the rich casuals. That specific subcategory of rich casuals. That is who they're appealing to. With the high ticket prices, with the, you know, minimum effort storytelling, you know, like, here you go. It's like, you're really, with only appealing to the rich casuals, you are, like, seriously singling out a big portion of your audience. Because, like, hey, guess what? A lot of us aren't filthy rich. A lot of us can't even afford tickets to Raw, SmackDown, even house shows. So what makes you think we're going to be able to afford big PLEs? Like, you know, I know Survivor Series is coming up in November in San Diego. Or even like a WrestleMania, you know? Because, like, you know, nosebleeds. Wasn't nosebleeds like 4 figures or something? It's like, it's totally insane how high these ticket prices go. Why do I always go first? Why am I always going first in this damn game? Why am I the guinea pig? Can I not be the guinea pig for like 2 seconds, please? Manifesting Toad? That did not work. Why am I always going first here? This is ridiculous. Ridiculous, I say. Destress of J. I thought about going over there too. Damn it. Damn it. Of course, all the ones I thought about were good. Oh well. Leave it to Luigi to find the booze. So yeah, and it's like, I have like weird feelings about wrestling now after like the last few weeks, and especially with Karrion Kross getting released because his contract expired. He did an interview with Ariel Helwani, and I didn't watch the interview, but I've seen snippets and quotes from what he said, and some of them really kind of put stuff into perspective, and it's like, I kind of don't like where it's going, you know, behind the scenes, because at first it was so fun. It was so fun. But then, something, I know probably a lot of the TKO business decisions and some other decisions, you know, behind the scenes really affected things. But like, there's just some things I just don't gel with. Honestly, I really just watch for my favorite wrestlers, and that's it. I just kind of pay attention to my favorites, and which is mostly the women, honestly. Because the women have been killing it. And I don't remember if I said this before, but if I haven't, or if I have, I'll say it again. I remember seeing a TikTok, a comment on a TikTok about men's wrestling versus women's wrestling in WWE. Currently, right now, within like the last year or so, or even like several years. The women have been killing it because they are working hard to get their name known. And the men have to rely on nostalgia to get over with the crowd. The women get over with the crowd because they're just that good. The men have to get their stories over because they have to rely on nostalgia. And it's no shade to like the men, but I think it's more the creative. It's more on the creative. Like, why else bring out Brock Lesnar at the end of SummerSlam and he hasn't even been seen since? Because like John Cena's next feud is fucking Logan Paul. Why the fuck does John Cena have a match with Logan Paul at Clash in Paris? Again, this is John Cena's fucking retirement and you're putting him up. Like, this is like the excuse for nostalgia acts. Or hell, I understand, like Logan Paul, what the fuck? No one likes him. No one fucking likes him. Drives me insane. Like several other opponents, even like, you know, like Logan Paul, everyone hates him. I don't like him. Get him off my TV. I hate how he's a good wrestler. That's like the one thing about him. He's a good wrestler and I fucking hate that. But like literally anybody else, right? You can bring in, and I know AJ's over on Raw, but like an AJ Styles would be good for a feud with Mr. Cena. Young guys like Carmelo Hayes. I think they had a moment in NXT one time, or was that John Cena and Trick? Something. You know, bring up Mello. Yeah, where the fuck's Mello? Huh? So yeah, I've got, my feelings about WWE have kind of shifted. It's like, I'll watch for my favorites. I'll support my favorite wrestlers. But man, it's not very good. Hello, Jared. Hello, hello. Welcome in. Hope you're having a good day. And, yeah, I just happen to be a little ranty. So, yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, I just, watching indie promotions more. Yeah, I've seen, like, lots of clips of, like, the indies, and they're kind of insane. But, yeah, and it's, like, yeah, the men have to rely on nostalgia. And the thing with that, it's like, yeah, you get great crowd reactions. People love to see their favorites. But also, relying on nostalgia so heavily snubs younger talent in trying to get over. It's like everyone, like, this is one of the things, like, you know, everyone's like, push younger talent, and then when younger talent actually does get pushed, I'm like, no, we don't want that. So, fuck those people, but, like, if you want to build new stars, fucking build new stars. Don't just rely on nostalgia over and over and over again and take away those opportunities from the stars you are so desperately trying to build. Because, like, yeah, age doesn't necessarily matter because, like, yeah, a lot of these guys are in their, entering their 40s, and they are, like, still in their prime. But also, it's like, again, they're not gonna last forever. They're not gonna last forever. What's gonna happen when they're done? Or what's gonna happen if a catastrophic injury happens? Like, nobody knows these new stars, and it's like, yeah, you're slowly building up, like, a Braun Breaker, Bronson Reed, but, like, that's only 2 guys. You know, we gotta keep building up these stars in the background. That's what your fucking mid-card is for. But I love what they're doing with the IC title with Dom. I love Dom. Love Dominic. I have grown to love him so much. He is a lovable asshole. He's so funny. But, like, the US title, like, I think I get what they're trying to do. Kind of breaking away, but, like, get this bloodline shit out, please. Like, I was so bored with the steel cage match. Jacob Fatu deserves better. Like, yeah, he was part of the bloodline, but, like, he's actually legitimately entertaining, and he's so good. And, like, Solo's entertaining, too, because he is absolutely fucking hilarious. But it's like, I'm so sick of it. Give me something new. So, ugh. What is written on Donkey Kong's tie? DK. Donkey Kong. DK. In total, how many 1. I was the one who landed on 1. If you add up the stars, 2. Damn! Anyway. The worst thing about Logan v Cena is they team together too fucking much. Exactly! Exactly. And it's like, the whole Cena timeline is so fucking weird because the Cena heel turn was so insane, was such an insane moment. It was great. And there was some great moments from it. I loved, revisiting, you know, Randy Orton, Punk, even. You know, I loved those moments. But for him to, like, turn babyface just like that, and, I mean, I get it. It's like, the excuse is like, oh, you know, I relied on people that just didn't show up anymore, which is like throwing The Rock and Travis Scott under the bus. Kind of stuck in a spot because I've been getting screwed over by battle minigames. No, thank you. What's up, Toad? A standard item. I can make it work. Dueling glove. Okay. Me and friends think WWE has lost its mind this year. We're kind of entertained by the car crash it's becoming. Not for everyone. I'm sure everybody knows. I don't know it's the only way we don't lose completely. I agree with that. It's a slow-moving car wreck. Slow-moving train wreck. You know, it's like, you know it's, you know, a really shitty situation, but, like, you can't look away. You know? And again, it's like, I'll watch mainly to, like, watch my favorites. Which, again, it's mostly the women, because they have been killing it the last year. Like, last several years, really. They've been killing it. So, and like a handful of the guys, and that's really it, you know? I want to see how much worse in Little Sense it's gonna be by the end of the year. I want to fucking see how War Games is gonna fucking turn up. Cause I'm thinking we're gonna have, you know, Seth Rollins and his crew, maybe add one more. Cause I've seen rumors of adding a couple people from NXT to their little crew. Shit, I'm already fucking up. I hate placing the log! I hate this so much. My muscle memory deceives me. It betrays me. Just give me like nothing but Z's or A's. Shit! Oh my god! I'm so bad at placing the log. See how much worse I do placing the log than actually chopping it? So I've seen rumors of potential NXT call-ups, and the 2 names I have seen float around, I am not completely mad at. I would love to see them on the main roster. But also, some of these NXT call-ups have been kind of floundering for like no reason. Like, the fuck are we doing with Carmelo Hayes? Like, he was like, first round draft pick. Like, what the fuck are we doing? Like, what the hell? I'll do Waluigi. I don't care, I don't have very much money. I do think a draft might help. Yeah, I think I've seen, something about a draft coming. Why the fuck is it always Motor Rooter? Why? Why? I hate this. Why? It's so stupid. Stop giving me Motor Rooter. Vine With Me was right there. Oh my god. I am avoiding the zippers by accident. Where? Okay. Oh my god, help me. Did I do it? I did it! I was so close. I was so close for no reason. Ah! But also, I do agree that a draft would definitely, help. With a lot of things, because a lot of people are kind of hopping brand to brand, because also it's like Logan Paul was on Raw and now he's feuding with John Cena. Like, excuse me? Like, hello? Like, what is this? So, and I know LA Knight kind of quietly transferred over to Raw. And I think that's a good thing. Get him away from the bloodline vortex that he got caught in. And I love what they're doing with him. And Jay being in that fatal 4-way is a choice. But I get it in a way. Cause like Jay was also involved in that, you know, that tag match at SummerSlam. So he kind of has beef with that crew. You know? And it's like, I'm sure everyone was expecting it to be Roman, but like, you know, Roman's got his own schedule to attend to. Ugh. Ah! Oh, that was close. So, but like, I'm not mad at that match regardless. That fatal 4-way with Seth, Jay, LA Knight, and Punk. I am not mad at that at all. It's gonna be a fucking fire match anyway. So, now my thing is Rhea over SmackDown. I don't think it's really gonna make a difference. And plus, I feel like I don't think they would, because Rhea is a fucking star. Why would Netflix get rid of Rhea? You know? I think what would help Rhea is just kind of put her in some fresh stories, you know? She doesn't have to be in the title picture a lot. I know she is, but also people love her. She is so good. But like, I don't think moving Rhea over to SmackDown's really gonna change anything about how people feel about her, because she's probably just gonna be thrown into the title picture no matter what she does. But also at this point, I know there's some people out there that just want the title off of Tiffany, but they want Bianca to do it. And I'm like, you know what? I'm not like the biggest fan of Bianca, but like, she's kind of won me over in the last little bit, especially in that build up to Mania. I hated when she won the Chamber. I hated that at first, because that was like my first, you know, like my first gut reaction was I absolutely hated it. But again, like looking back on it, it led to a damn good match at WrestleMania with Bianca, Rhea, and Io. A very good match. So it's just kind of, you know, my thinking. But also, I just don't want her to be the Women's World Champion again on Raw. I don't think she will. I think we're getting fresher faces for the world title picture. So I think they're slowly inching away from it. Because I feel like in terms of star power and ability to draw, I don't think she has quite reached like Becky Lynch levels of like superstardom like Becky Lynch was in like 2019. But like Rhea is a fucking star. No matter what she does, people will love her and they will cheer for her. She will get a pop no matter what. So she can literally do anything to get, you know, eyes on the story. So that's kind of where she's at right now. And she's not even 29. So you can't go for tag titles. I mean, could. Reunite the Terror Twins. Wow! Insane! That was so funny. But yeah, I do think a draft would definitely help kind of get some fresh faces, fresh feuds in places. I love that Roxanne is getting over. I still think they just kind of dropped her little feud with Bailey just out of nowhere for like no reason, but okay. But I think Roxanne is doing very well. You know, just thinking about like NXT call-ups. It is super duper unfortunate that Liv got injured the way she did, because it threw a wrench into a lot of plans around that time. But they're making the most of it, and it's one of those, like, it sucks when someone gets injured, but also when someone goes down, it's your time to step up, because again, the show must go on, you know? You gotta be able to pivot. So, and also pairing Roxanne up with the Judgment Day was such a good idea. Whee. They're back here. Many odd ideas. Maybe it's a good thing I'm not creative. I don't know, like... But also with whatever's going on with Naomi, like, I haven't looked up anything recently. So if news has come out about Naomi, please don't tell me. But like, yeah, she was like, she was not medically cleared on Monday for her match with Io. And everyone is like up in arms wondering what the heck happened to her. And I feel like if they wanted us to know, they'll let us know. Or if not, then it's Naomi's business, you know? Because I've seen a lot of speculations, and those specific speculations, you know, as a woman, I would absolutely hate for people to be speculating that particular thing. So, let's not do that until it's, like, actually confirmed to talk about it. So, it's kind of my thoughts and feelings on that. That's too far away for me to go backwards, I think. I mean, I could do it on one dice block, but I'd rather not. I'd rather not. Green. Woo! With, Omas and Created, though. I know! It's like, Omas was doing stuff in Japan and doing very well, and then they're like, alright, come back home, and he hasn't been seen or heard from! It's like, what the fuck? My husband has said, Obafemi is what they wanted Omas to be. And I'm inclined to agree, because Obafemi's a fucking beast. I love him, and I am also, at the same time, terrified of what they're gonna do with him on a call-up. I think they should treat Obafemi just like how they did when Jacob Fatu came over. Because the reason with Jacob Fatu and how it worked when they brought him in, he took out top stars immediately. Like, he fucking laid the fuck out at Cody Rhodes. Like, dude, do that with Obafemi. Have him come in, wreak havoc, and GTFO. And introduce him as a fucking beast. Why? Why? Please. Help me. There's Wario. Yay, finally. Good creative with undercard guys. There's so many ideas. Yeah. I've seen some comments saying Triple H has no idea how to like write the mid card. What they're doing with Dominic is so perfect. Dominic and AJ, oh, it's so perfect. Give me Omas, I can make him work. So yeah, like I've got my own issues, and it's like I love the women. I want to see Julia shine more, you know, as the U.S. champion, because Chelsea was such a perfect inaugural champion. And I think the biggest problem with Zelina is they changed her theme. And it sounds so boring. It sounds like the actual SmackDown theme. So I'm sure a lot of people hear it and think nothing of it because it sounds too similar to like the main theme. So they should not have need to change Zelina's theme. I hate that. But also Kiana James is back. Love that. I missed her because I did like her in NXT. Yeah, pairing her up with Julia is a very good decision. Make her the mouthpiece. For sure. As like a representative, because like Kiana James is all about business. She's a businesswoman. So, love that. So I'm very interested in like the mid-card, but like the world title picture on SmackDown right now. Honestly, after WrestleMania, I have lost all interest in Tiffy Time. I never really liked her to begin with. It's like, I recognize she learns very quickly. She is very good. But I just don't like her. Sorry, I don't. And I've seen comments saying her fans are like, you know, middle-aged men that are fucking horny. Because I swear half the fucking time, I'm like so fucking nervous her boobs are gonna pop out every fucking match she's in. And I know there was some other controversies surrounding Tiffany. Some alleged racist stuff, I think. And again, for the, you know, the 0-3 comment, but I think I've expressed my thoughts. I 100% expressed my thoughts about it as it happened, because I remember I was playing Wind Waker and I was just on about it. So if you want to know whose side I'm on Charlotte's side on that one. I know a lot of people love to hate on Charlotte, and I still see hate for Charlotte, but I think a lot of it has died down since Unreal came out on Netflix, and also her pairing with Alexa has definitely helped kind of humanize the character. And again, it's a character, but like the hate goes a lot deeper than just the character Charlotte Flair, because they're attacking Ashley, and that's what Tiffany did with the 0-3 comment. When Tiffany had that 0-3 comment, it's like, yeah, oh, everyone's like, oh, Charlotte goes off script. Tiffany was justified in her actions for also going off script. No. Like, yeah, off script is, you know, ad-libs here and there, you know. You gotta be able to roll with it. And, oh, what did Charlotte do? Oh, she made fun of her voice. The squeaky, you know, Tiffy time voice. And that's not even her real voice. You know, that's not even Tiffany's real voice. So it's because she, you know, because like if you hear a real voice, you'll hear a thick, like Midwestern, Northern almost accent because she's from Minnesota. But pulling out the line about Charlotte's real life divorces and knowing one of them was related to being abused? Yeah, no. Sorry, no. Because when you pull out, and I'm sure a lot of other people get in trouble for pulling out, you know, stuff like that before. I'm sure a lot of other people get in trouble, but like, I'm sure you have to make sure you know where the line is. And with it being that fresh, and she had done a very vulnerable interview like the day before, that was not cool. I've lost a lot of respect for Tiffany after that, personally. So yeah, I'm on Charlotte's side with that one. I don't care. And Tiffany was on, you know, Logan Paul's podcast, Impulsive, like last week. And he asked about it. And look at Tiffany's body language. She was forced to apologize. So like, yeah, I had to apologize. You can see in her body language that you can tell she didn't want to. And she even said, I felt I was justified. You know, I was justified with that remark. I had to stand up for myself. Yeah, but not pulling a personal punch on national TV like that. I just don't like her. And I also feel like her call-up was pretty quick, which, you know, whatever. She's good. She's had good matches. I think they put the rocket on her too soon, personally. And the only reason they kind of half-ass turned her babyface is because the crowd cheers for her. That's it. She is a much better heel than she is a babyface, and that got exposed with Charlotte. 100%. She could not hang with Charlotte. So, that's just kind of my thing. Hello, Matthias. Hello, welcome in. Hope you're having a good day. And yes, we are doing 50 turns. I always do 50 turns when I do Mario Party, unless it's like a story mode type thing, but casual 50 turns. That's usually how it goes. Let me catch up on chat, because I ranted enough. There's no way Babyface almost could work, and I said bet. It definitely could work. You really gotta find your way around it. I'm not gonna get into the people, into the Charlotte hate, because I'll be honest, I'm a bit sick of people talking about it because I feel like it's been done to death. shitty apology videos be like. Seems to be running trend, though people taking shots a bit too far at Charlotte. But anyways, yeah, I agree. And it's always been like that. And like, my statement's always been people hate Charlotte for 3 reasons. 1, she's Ric Flair's daughter. 2, she is good at her job and they're jealous. And 3, because she's a woman. There are other Nepo babies in WWE that don't get near enough as hate as Charlotte does. So, there you go. Those are the top 3 reasons why I think Charlotte gets a lot of hate and she doesn't deserve it. ZB, we are establishing a pattern. Z, B, Z, B. I better not see any blue. I better not see any blue. Burn it down. Z, B, Z, B, Z, B. Luigi. Luigi. Z, B, Z, B, Z, A, B, A, Z. Okay. Z, B, Z, B, Z, A, Z, A. Okay? Alright. Z, B, Z, B, Z, A, Z, A. I guess. A little upset at first, but kind of have a pattern. Z, B, Z, B, Z, A, Z, A, Z, B. Okay, back to B. Bum, ba, dun, 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 da, 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 da. Z, B, Z, B, Z, A, Z, A. Oh boy. Dun, 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 dun. Z, B, Z, B, Z, A. It's the green team left. Bum, ba, da, 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 da. Z, B, Z, B, Z, A, Z, A, Z, B, Z. Z, B, Z, B, Z, A, Z, A. Haha. Mario Super Sluggers for Wii? I have played it once years ago. Cause my brother had it, and he let me borrow it one time when I was in high school, and I had to give it back to him, and I haven't played it since. I do have Mario Superstar Baseball for the GameCube. I personally think that one was better, at least in my experience. But, yeah. Just Mario Baseball. Just baseball. I love baseball. Never really a Charlotte fan, like I didn't gravitate to her, but I can't deny she's the best women's wrestler in America. Don't want to say the words, I'm confident on that part. There are a lot of very good wrestlers in the world. Charlotte is definitely one of the best, I would say. I think that is a very good phrasing, one of the best in the world. Charlotte is just good, you know? And it's like, at first, you know, again, when I first got into wrestling and I first started watching everyone, you know, it's like, all right, you know, and like the title exchange she had with Becky, that was like a, Charlotte, what are you doing? Like, that was an off script and they kind of played it off, and it's like, you know, it's whatever at that point. Where did it go? It's over there. Let's see where this puts me. I'm cool with that, actually. So, but, I mean, Charlotte has, won me over in a way, but also, like, throughout last year, I'm like, man, I kind of miss Charlotte. Because she was out with an injury all of 2024. But I like her. It's like, yeah, after Nia eliminated everyone, like, back to back to back to back, Which I feel like that wasn't how it was supposed to go. Because I feel like if you wanted the desired effect of Naya looking like a monster, it could have been just like, bam, 2 seconds, bam, 2 seconds, not just everyone all at once. Because once all of those people, all those ladies were eliminated, everyone's like, well, Charlotte's winning. And it kind of took away the surprise. Or if they just never announced she was coming back and made it a surprise appearance at the Rumble instead of announcing it. You know, because they tried to get her over as a, you know, essentially a babyface, and like, she got booed to all hell. Especially during the Mania build. But yeah, that Chicago crowd was so vile towards her. For like, no reason whatsoever. Had Carol in the credits of it too? Waluigi was stupid for that? I mean, it's just coins, at least, or did he try to steal a star? I don't remember what he tried to do. But like, the computers do that. It's fine. Hello, DA. Hello, hello. Welcome in. Hope you're having a good day. Never really a Bailey fan either. I differ on that front because I do like Bailey. I do also like Bailey. I want to see where she takes her character now because I feel so bad for her that she got essentially snuffed out of WrestleMania. And allegedly SummerSlam. She had a good spot in it. So they kind of made up for it with that. But like, she got snubbed out of her Mania spot. Which like, that sucks. You know? Like, that sucks. That's pasta? That's good. At 11 coins? Okay. So he was just trying to steal my coins. That's not a big deal. It'd be really stupid if you tried to steal a star from me and I had boo repelling, because that's happened before. Yeah, my pasta's good. And again, I'm giving myself some slack. So again, I have been stressed the last like 2 weeks minimum, so I would like to just not worry about things. That's fine. Unique taste, since I was never a fan of the top names more than the others, and that's totally fine. You know, everyone has, you know, their own preferences. You know, I probably like people that other people don't. You know, there's this one wrestling content creator. I love her so much. Wheezy Blonde. I love her so much. She's like all in on Goldberg, and everyone's like, "What the fuck are you doing?" I think it's kind of funny to an extent. But I love her. Oh, thank you for the Hydra. I didn't even see that. Let me do another one. There we go. I'm gonna steal some coins. I will never steal from Luigi. I would never do that. And plus, Wario has a lamp. Yes, relax. No stress. Yes, relax. Yes. Need to relax. And also, like today, I've just been like, go, go, go all morning long. Nice. Perfect. Well, we gotta keep him below 20. Okay. Well, where are we going? Yeah, I'll go that way. How deep are his voices in this game? I mean, N64, like late N64 era. So. Sorry about that. I was talking to my daughter. I was more interested in the mid-card team more than the main event. You know, again, totally fair. You know, everyone has their own preferences, and I think that's what makes it cool. You know? Because, like, I mean, I have, like, storylines and wrestlers I am definitely more interested in. And it's like, I will still watch the product. Excuse me. You know, I will still watch the product for my favorites. So, you know, everyone's got their favorites. My top favorites, I love Rhea, I love Becky, Charlotte, Alexa, I love Bailey. Lyra, I've really grown to love Lyra after, like, you know, knowing her more in, like, the wrestling sense. Like, her character. I do love Liv a lot. I love Asuka, Kairi, Io. I love Naomi. Stephanie Vaquer is another popular one. She's real good too. Julia is also pretty good. I love Jordan Grace. Zaruka is really fun to watch in NXT. Those are just like the women. I love AJ Styles, Dirty Dom. Braun Breaker is so funny. He is so funny. Bronson Reed, the Tribal Thief. Oh, that's so funny. And again, I also love main event guys, you know, Cody, I love KO. He had surgery on my birthday, which means it has to be a good one, right? He's gotta be doing good, right? I miss KO. Am I the A? Yes. Trying to think. I think of wrestlers I like. I love Seth. I do love Seth Rollins. I do like Cody. Cody's good. Of course, John Cena, the GOAT. I'm just trying to think. Oh. Akira, hello, hello! I don't have any mods on. Do. Shout out. Bam. Hello! And hello. Welcome in, Raiders. Hello. Warriors using the magic lamp. Hello. I hear a gong as I'm talking about wrestling. It's so perfect. Hello Raiders, welcome in. My name is Tessa Jane. I am a variety streamer and today is Mario Party 3. We're just sitting and chilling and talking about whatever, honestly. Talking about wrestling, talking about, you know, school physicals, being stressed, not being stressed. Yeah. There we go. And hello, how was your stream? What were you up to? Hopefully your stream was good. If you got a raid and run, go ahead and do that. Take care of yourself. And yeah. Excuse me, I burped. Let's see. Catching up on chat. Little RVD when I was younger. Found the shoe Lavala hilarious. Yes, the tribal thing. I love how he took his shoes twice. I love that so much. Reminds me of the book Holes. Yeah. Oh, the shoes. Yeah. Me and my husband, we watched Holes the other day. I needed to win the minigame, and I guess I didn't. But it's not gonna stop me from stealing money from Waluigi. Waluigi, give me your money. So yeah, we recently watched Holes the other day. And I saw a TikTok of, what's his name? the actor who plays Zero in Holes. I saw him on TikTok the other day, and that he keeps a lot of the props of stuff he's worked on, and he has the chest with like all the gold and stuff in it that says Stanley Yelnats on it. Like, he has that, and like, that's so cool. I am totally blanking on his name though. I didn't see where it was going. I guess we'll find out. Was it back to start? It was back to start. Shit. I should have paid attention. Oh well, it's fine. Favorite board, Mario Party 3? Nice! I'd probably say my favorite board is Waluigi's Island, because a year ago, about this time a year ago, actually, I think it was more September. Yeah, I think it was like more in September last year. I did a tier list of Mario Parties 1 through 8 and ranked all of the boards, because last year I did a what I call Cleo Thomas. Thank you. I knew it started with a K. That's all I had. That was all my brain power would allow me to think. So I started like in February, and then it ended in September. I did a big old gauntlet run every Mario Party day, most every Mario Party day. 50 turn board, Mario Parties 1 through 8, including 5, because 5 is cursed for me. And then after I did the final board in Mario Party 8, I did a tier list of all of the boards that I had played, and I ranked them. So... Oop. Whee! Ah! Thanos, baby. Super Mario 64, nice. New game up to 45 stars. Awesome! That's so awesome. I think around this time last year I did Mario 64. Yeah, I think it was about this time last year I did Mario 64. Because I never played it in childhood. And my first experience with Mario 64 was preparing for a speedrun race up to the second Bowser fight. So it was essentially race to 31 stars. Yeah, it was essentially race to 31 stars and then go beat Bowser, the second Bowser, Bowser 2. So, bam! You got to be a good-looking guy, yeah. 50 turns? Oh wait, good lord, that's amazing. Yeah. I mean, I play a lot of Mario Party. I do play quite a bit of Mario Party. And I ranked all the boards, and I had some hot takes. I think my number one ranked board was King Boo's Haunted Hideaway from Mario Party 8. And I think right below that was Waluigi's Island. So my top favorite board of all time is King Boo's Haunted Hideaway from Mario Party 8. I love that one. I love it so much. It's such a fun one. And I've always thought Mario Party 8 was underrated in the grand scheme of Mario Party. Haha! Oh, he had it. Oh, okay. Alright, what do we got, Waluigi? Haha! Loser! Loser! Anyway. Crazy for my party. And also crazy. That is true. Again, let me be crazy. I've been stressed for 2 weeks. Let me have this. Oh, fuck Frigid Bridges. Do you want to put up my party? I mean, go for it. What's stopping you? I mean, a lot of things could stop you, you know, being a full-fledged member of society. You just had a stream. But yeah, it's like nothing stopping you from doing what you want to do. Oh my god, this is bad. How? Did Waluigi get good fish RNG? Because I swear I had to stop every time for the fish. King Boo's a high tier one? Yes, it's such a good one. It is a very good board. Only the time right now, yes, the fish. The fish. But yeah, my very first experience. I mean, I booted it up one time to get to the penguin race to see like how bad it was. Because I remember watching an ex-streamer friend of mine play through Mario 64 for the first time and struggling hard on that penguin race in Cool Mountain. And I'm like, how hard could it be? So I booted it up, got far enough. I got like 7 stars maybe. Or at least, you know, played far enough to get to the penguin race. Did it in like 4 tries. And never touched it again until that speedrun race. And I had to learn some speedrun strats for those 30 stars. And it was... Man, it was crazy. Lethal Lava Land was not great for me. I had some trouble with the flying cat, but like I wasn't gonna win that race anyway, because everyone else was so much better than me anyway. But yeah, and it's like, and also looking back on that particular speedrun race, the whole thing was just kind of fucked for me to begin with. So, yeah, just a lot of negative feelings about that event that I was a part of a year and a half ago. Led up to a lot of shittier things in my life. But hey, I'm here now. I've played the whole game. I never got 120 stars. I never stepped foot in Jolly Roger Bay. I just got up to 100 stars. I'm like, you know what? This is good. This is good, and I went to beat the game. I kind of had the same sentiment with like Mario Sunshine. I did all that I wanted to, and that was about it. Luigi, go. Luigi, what are you doing? Stop sandbagging us. Luigi! Thank you. But I did 100% Mario Galaxy, and I got up all the way to the end of Galaxy 2, and I, lots of things happened in Galaxy 2. A lot of things happened in Galaxy 2. Hello, JT! Hello, welcome in. Hope you're having a good day. I do need to take a break soon, because Riley is a little cranky. She needs potatoes. I will say when All-Stars came out, 64 was the hardest for me to adjust to. And I had to use All-Stars for the speedrun race when I was practicing on Switch Online. Because, you know, the people running the event, they decided, oh, let's do All-Stars to make sure everyone's on an even playing ground. It was a little bit of an adjustment, mostly the buttons for me. That was the only thing I really had to adjust. But it was such a last-minute thing, too. It was like, damn. Sunshine I've never 100%ed, and it will require some courage and willpower to do so. Yeah, because fuck those blue coins. Fuck those blue coins. Unless I had, like, I would have to, like, write out a specific guide if I ever wanted to 100%. At least I can say that I have done the Lily Pad of Death. I did that, not on first try, absolutely not. I did complete it during the ad break, though. It was really funny. Give me some boo pellet. I need some. but I have done it. So, but I'd say out of my favorite 3D platformer, Mario 3D platformer so far, out of all the ones I have played and had experience in, Galaxy 1 is probably my favorite. I like Galaxy 1 better than Galaxy 2, and a lot of people that I know absolutely love Galaxy 2. Galaxy 2 broke me. Like, you don't understand. Galaxy 2 fucking broke me. I got to the end of the perfect run so many times, and I just couldn't do it. Galaxy 2 broke me. It broke me as a human. Getting by? Damn. I stopped by in your stream a little bit last night, playing Deltarune. Because I wanted something on as I was doing dishes. I was just hanging out, lurking in JT's chat as he was playing Deltarune. I remember watching streams of like the first 2 chapters of it a long time ago, like when they first came out. So I know nothing of like the most recent stuff. Whee! But I did hear a conversation about JT can take a shower in like 5 minutes. And I thought about that in my shower and I'm like, damn, like it takes 5 minutes for me to just wash my hair. How can you do an entire shower in 5 minutes? Alright, set myself a challenge, finish all games 100%, which was fine. All Stars came out. Oh yeah, hard to adjust to. Finish all games 100%, which is fine. Session isn't too bad if you know what you're doing, but yeah, it's definitely daunting for sure. Blue coins in Mario 64, great. 100 coins, Stars still sucks. Blue coins in Sunshine, Satan itself. Agreed. Agreed. The blue coins are awful in Sunshine. Oops, I bumped my mic. Galaxy is my favorite 3D Mario game, together with Odyssey. Now, I've never played Odyssey. I have never played it, but I am watching my favorite streamers play Odyssey. They're kind of bigger streamers. But like I've been watching them play Odyssey and it looks like a lot of fun. I feel like I would have fun if I did acquire Odyssey. I feel like I would have a lot of fun with it. But I do not own the game yet. Maybe at some point I'll pick it up and play it. But for now, I don't have access to Odyssey. Oh, we're past. Okay. So you just want to give you a hug. Yeah, Galaxy 2 broke me. I don't think Donkey Kong Country 2 broke me as much as Galaxy 2 did, but DKC 2 definitely broke me as well. I had some problems with, mostly, the game was definitely difficult because it is a difficult game by nature. But like, DKC 2 wasn't bad in the grand scheme of things. I do think it is like the best out of the original trilogy, even though I had a rough time with it. But it's supposed to be difficult. And I have nostalgia attachments to 1 because I grew up playing that one. But yeah, my biggest problem when I played through DKC 2 on stream was some unfortunate chatters. Okay. Yeah, with some unfortunate chatters kind of ticked me off a little bit, and don't worry, they're banned. It's fine. The game, it's a wonderful experience for first time playing. Yeah, it's like, I've seen the game played. It looks like a lot of fun. It looks like a lot of fun, so I think I would have a lot of fun with it. 100% on Odyssey is a hellscape. Yeah, I have heard that. And after seeing it with my favorite streamers, I can understand why. I think I had heard if you want to like at least like experience like the good stuff, 500 is like a good number to get to. So that's what I had heard. So sounds terrible. Yeah, it was a little rough. All right, so we are going to take our break because Riley's been a little bit cranky, and it's past Tato time. It was my fault. So we're gonna take our break. We're going to get up, stretch, go to the bathroom, grab a snack, do whatever it is you need to do, and we'll be right back.
And that's the bottom line, because Stone Cold said so.
Alrighty, we are back. Alright, we are back. Let's pop back in here. And Wario get the star. Woo! Hello, that Welsh Karen. Hello, hello. Welcome in. Hope you're having a good day, and thank you for the follow. Thank you, thank you. And let's see. Thank you, Jared, for the links. Thank you, thank you. Mario probably cheated. That's not surprising at all. Good question. Are you okay with having shut it? Oh, of course! Of course! Absolutely. I'd be honored. Not a problem whatsoever. Open up my green tea bottle. So I have 2 full ones here. So I usually grab an extra one just in case. Because the amount of green tea I drink varies from day to day. At least during stream. Because like yesterday during Banjo-Tooie, I didn't even need that second bottle. Because I think I was just so focused on like playing the game and figuring it out. So... commands because I could not remember. That is fair. That is fair. I don't really think any real new ones. I know I got a command for my friend's webtoon. Do you like webtoons? I'm gonna plug in my friend's webtoon. It's called Crown of the Alchemist. My awesome friends Blue and Gihan created a webtoon. I am a beta reader for it, so I know the entire plot. Most of the plot, because I know they've made revisions, but hey, there you go. If you like webtoons, check it out. It's awesome. They're on hiatus right now because they are out of town and had to put work on it on pause. But also, fun fact, I make a little cameo because I won a giveaway last year. to have a cameo in their webtoon, and that chapter is coming up, I think, of my little special appearance, so I think it's really funny. So how's she doing? As far as I know, she's doing pretty good. I know they went to her brother got married a couple weeks ago. Because something about her family always gets married on wrestling weekends or something, because last year Blue and Gihan got married WrestleMania weekend, and this year her brother got married on SummerSlam weekend. That's kind of funny. But I know they're out of town right now, but they're doing good. Anything webtoons might be first time. I mean, I do enjoy reading webtoons. I don't read it as much as I used to, but if I find something with a story worth sticking to, then I will, you know, keep up with it. Oops, I thought I was clear of that. Dang it. Oh no. All because of one little mistake I made. Oh my god, I made one mistake and everything just went to shit. Because I thought I was far enough from the boulder. So I had to loop. No worries, no worries. Totally fine, because you weren't here for a while, and that's, you know what, that's okay. Sometimes people need to take a step back from stuff, and life happens. Oh, I need to fix Riley's headband. I know it did. Bam. I think I need to go down. Okay, so I have a 1 in 3 chance. Where am I going? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I do need to go down. See where I end up. Speaking of Blue and Gihan, Blue! We're gonna go down to avoid the happening. So there we go. And yeah, our question of the day popped up. What do you do to relieve stress? This. Play games. Watch content I enjoy. Do things that I enjoy. You know? Bam. Still looking for a job. 200 views in 10 months. Woo. I do hope things are on the upswing. Hopefully, you know, 'cause that's all anyone can hope for. What are you doing? I mean, I get what you're doing, but why? I think they was trying to land on the bank or something. Let's see. Play games or watch a good 3-hour YouTube video on a game I've never played. Felt. That is so felt. Here lately, I have been, probably because, I've been playing Diddy Kong Racing on my own. Or had been playing Diddy Kong Racing on my own because, my childhood N64, allegedly shit the bed because, it powered back on after we got the second one, but, my husband gifted me, a new used N64, a working N64 for our anniversary back in May, and, because he knows I've been wanting to play Diddy Kong Racing. Dang it. I got them Paper Mario eyes. Yeah, he gifted me an N64. So I'd been playing Diddy Kong Racing kind of here and there throughout the summer. And I had beaten Adventure 2 a couple weeks ago. For the first time ever, because I had never really done Adventure 2 before. And and the fact that I did all of Adventure 2 with Conker is insane to me. I really thought I was gonna have to swap to Tip Top because of the handling with some of those silver coin challenges. It's crazy. The last thing I want to try to do is unlock TT because I've never even attempted it before. But I know to get some of those really good times, you gotta be like super duper skilled. And I feel like I have acquired some skill at Diddy Kong Racing because, I mean, you kind of have to have some skill with Diddy Kong Racing. Because it's more skill-based and, because, like, there's no rubber band AI. It doesn't exist in Diddy Kong Racing. Like, if you, and that's why there's, like, a group of computers that can get so far ahead of you. It's really insane. But yeah, I completed Adventure 2 the other day, and next time I pop into the game, I'll probably try to unlock TT. I'll probably, like, look up all the times that I need, because you need, like, 2 times on each track to beat. And, you need to beat all those times to unlock TT, and TT is, like, the best in the game. And I've never used them before. Never unlocked them before. You know? So, it'll be really cool. And if I hit a wall and I just can't seem to do it, then I'll probably move on to, like, Mickey Speedway USA, because I've also had a hankering to play that one, too. Because okay, so there's this, guy, that I came across his videos on YouTube. It started with, like, can I beat Diddy Kong Racing Adventure Mode with Crunch? And he's done a whole bunch of stuff with, like racing games with, like, the worst character. And he did Adventure 1 with Crunch, Adventure 2 with Crunch, and Unlock TT with Crunch. It can be done. It can be done, which is totally insane. It takes a lot of effort, but it can be done. Because I am so god-awful with Crunch. It is terrible. But yeah, like, I'd say I play as Conker a lot. And I even, like, played as Conker before knowledge of Conker's Bad Fur Day. So, I have never beaten Conker's Bad Fur Day. I have gotten up to the Unga Bunga section, and I would often get stuck on the racing. Nice. Yeah, I would often get stuck on, like, the racing, because you gotta, like, race the things on, like, a surfboard, hover surfboard type thing above like the lava little section of the game. I've gotten stuck there. But like I've never beaten Conker's Bed for a day. I do have it on the N64. So I'd have to like, I feel like if I were to play it, I'd probably boot it up and start over again. And this is the reason why I didn't use my items yet. Damn it, I was hoping he wouldn't steal that. That's why I was hoping he wouldn't steal that. Ugh. Damn it. I was hoping he wouldn't. But yeah, I did have a powerful inventory. I did. Till Wario stole my boo repellent. I was hoping he wouldn't, though. Can I have boo repellent? I just wanted my boo repellent back. I just wanted my boo repellent back. Because now Waluigi's gonna fucking steal my star. He's just gonna steal it. 2 jobs this week. Still waiting on a response. Hoping to get Christmas work. Hopefully. Here's hoping. Never owned Diddy Kong Racing. Hope it is anything like F-Zero. Diddy Kong Racing is essentially the better Mario Kart 64. Because that was like the debate with N64 racing games. Mario Kart 64, Diddy Kong Racing, Mario Kart, Diddy, Mario Kart, Diddy, Mario, Diddy. I love Mario Kart 64. Great memories with that game, especially one with my sister when we were growing up. But I personally think Diddy Kong Racing is the better... Like, Mario Kart 64, I think, has better multiplayer. But I do think Diddy Kong Racing is overall the better game. That is my personal opinion. Mickey Speedway USA is kind of in the middle. Ah! Okay, I'm glad I got out of the way. So yeah, it's like Mickey Speedway USA is pretty good. It's kind of a mix between Mario Kart 64 and Diddy Kong Racing. I had totally forgot that Rare had made Mickey Speedway USA. I totally forgot that little factoid. But that might be one of those I'll like wipe my save and start over. Cause it's really fun to do in Diddy Kong Racing. I only say that because I like unlocking Drumstick. I like unlocking him because it's really fun and easy to do. TT on the other hand, I don't know if I do get around to actually unlocking him, I don't know if I could erase my save. And actually do that. I don't know. Karma against Wario. Yeah. Mario 64 is the only game where some tracks were banned by my younger sisters for being too difficult. Which ones? I'm curious. But yeah, I do have a funny story with Mario Kart 64, with me and my sister. So we grew up playing Mario Kart 64. We rented it a bunch, and then we found it at a GameStop, and we picked it up to own it. So, and we were racing, you know, against each other, doing versus stuff like as siblings do. But we decided to go mirror mode. We decided to go mirror mode for some versus stuff, and we decided to go on Rainbow Road. Now, to preface, Rainbow Road does have that really big shortcut in the beginning, where you can jump off the track and skip a quarter of it, like, immediately. We both know that shortcut pretty well. We can both nail it, even as kids. Oh no! There we go, let's get back to the middle. Yeah, we could nail that shortcut as kids. But also, we went on Rainbow Road. Now remember, we're in mirror mode. So, in the beginning, in regular Rainbow Road, you jump to the left. After that first little dip, you jump to the left. And that's how you skip a quarter of the track. So, mirror mode, You gotta flip it. Instead of jumping to the left, you jump to the right to cut a fourth of the track. So, my coin count. But anyway, I'm gonna finish my story before I get interrupted by 143 stray kids. So, me and my sister were racing mirror mode, Rainbow Road. Sit down. Sit down. And we start the race, we both get the boost, and we both jump for the shortcut. I remembered that it was mirrored, so I jumped to the right. My sister didn't remember, and she jumped to the left. So she jumped into nothing, and I skipped a fourth of the track. It was very funny. It was very funny. I will never let her live that down. It's one of my favorite memories, playing games with my sister. Also, 143 Stray Kids! Why do I keep getting attracted? Jasuka Chikulyaka. Oh, I cannot explain this reaction. Ikobake 143. Oh. Why do I keep getting attracted? Ni uso ato ula. Oh. I cannot explain this emotion. 1, 4, 3, I love you. A, B, C, D, E, F. Okay, I have gotten way carried away. I am so sorry, Luigi, because Wario has boo repellent. What? Absolutely not. Do not call me. Nobody in chat pay attention to this. Do not fucking call me. I know you're listening. Do not call me. It's not cool. Anyway, moving on. One, two, okay. I have a plan, don't worry about it. Everything's fine. I have 2 of these. We're good. We're good. Anyway. Okay, so the band courses, Toad's Turnpike and Skyscraper Battle Course. Ooh, those are good tracks though. Those are good tracks though. Well, Luigi, how could you? How could this happen to me? I made my mistakes. Set it down, Riley. So, yeah, I'd say one of my favorite tracks, and I know Mario Kart 64 has like bonkers like shortcuts, which is really just exploits. Like, yeah, the shortcut, you can jump off the edge on Rainbow Road. That's a, God-given shortcut. I'm talking about some of these exploits where you hit a specific spot on a track and you can trick the game into thinking you are further ahead than you actually are. So, some of the shortcuts include, Yoshi Valley. Yoshi Valley is a fun one because I was able to do it on, like, all, at least on, the N64. I haven't been able to do it on Switch Online yet. But I have been able to hit that, exploit 3 times for all 3 laps. So, like, my course record is very fast. Not like world record stat by any means, but like, I also know there's like a Choco Mountain you can like exploit, Frappe Land or whatever it is. You can do it that. You can do it there. There's like shortcuts, exploits. DK Jungle. Is that DK Jungle Parkway? Something. There's one you can do if you turn around. Without crossing the finish line, I think, you turn around, go into like that little cave near the end of the track, and you boost and jump in such a way you clip through that like little corner, like by the exit of the cave. You clip out, you go through, and you land in water out of bounds. And it tricks you into think you've completed a lap. It's not gonna remove the poison, but... So we're gonna go backwards 2 spaces, which is totally fine with me. Thanks, Waluigi. So yeah, I know that one. The one I can at least get the setup for consistently is Royal Raceway, because you go far enough into the track, because you go forward from the start line, you turn left a little bit, and then there's like a hairpin turn. If you there's a straightaway after that hairpin turn. So if you kind of stick there and you kind of turn a little bit, there'll be a spot where you can see like the polygons kind of connect. You see kind of a seam, and you get a boost and jump, and you hit that seam, and you fall down. Then you'll trick the game into thinking you missed the jump. That big ramp jump, you kind of trick the game into thinking you missed that jump. Oh, Waluigi, you poor unfortunate soul! Oh, that's so funny. So yeah, that's one shortcut that is prominent in my brain. And I know there's a shortcut in Mario Raceway. I just cannot nail that. I don't know how to do it. I hate Mario Raceway and Mario Kart 64. I am not a fan. Managed the glitch shortcut in DK Jungle Parkway once. I remember doing it like all the time as a kid. Because when I was growing up, the internet was still kind of new, and we went to, GameFAQs a lot of the time for our cheats and stuff, because YouTube wasn't around yet when we played Mario Kart 64. Heh. No, not quite. So, I will probably need a moment here before too long. So, give me 1 second. Sorry about that, and I'm going to apologize preemptively if you hear a crying child in the background. Just ignore it. Everything's fine. I was gonna use my reverse mushroom to go to Boo, but since the star is so kindly right here, and thank you for the clip, I love it. So yeah, I apologize profusely if you hear a crying child in the background. I do have 2 children. School is about to start. So there's that. We're gonna bounce off the gate. Give me more chances. Go top right. Top right. That's not top right. I almost forgot to breathe while mashing. I almost forgot to breathe. So yeah, there's like lots of shortcuts in Mario Kart 64 that are, I feel they're more exploits than anything. Some I've never been able to do that just look so wild to me. And some that I do know how to do, but it's been years since I've really done them. I think the last time I really even did like the Yoshi Valley little exploit that you can kind of like jump off the edge and hit a spot, and it puts you in front of the track, in front of the finish line, and it has you completing the lap. I haven't done that since college, and that was like over 10 years ago. So, yeah. So yeah. But yeah, probably when next time I play Diddy Kong Racing, I'll probably like work on like pulling up a list of times that I need to beat. Because I need to beat like a TT time, and then like the next, like I have to race TT himself and beat that time because it's a faster time. So there's like 2 times I need to beat on each track to unlock him, and I've never even like attempted to do it before. So, and you got to do it for all the tracks, including Future Funland. So, but probably once I do unlock TT, and or, okay, look at there. Once I either unlock TT, or I hit a wall and I can't, then I'll probably, wipe my Mickey Spiwa USA file clean and blah, 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 and do it and try to unlock everything. Yeah. Bam, 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 bam. Yeah. Because Mickey Spiwa USA is also pretty good, in my personal opinion. I don't think a lot of people know about it. I think that's why it doesn't get talked about a lot. Oh, shit. Ah, I was in the middle of doing something! Because I got this weird hangnail on my toe and I'm trying to fix it. It's been bugging me all stream. Because, some of you may not know, I sit on the floor to stream. Oh shit! I didn't mean, oh, actually, no I did, it's fine. Top left, top right, that's not top right. Thank you. But yeah, I sit on the floor to stream. So, and I sit, you know, crisscross applesauce. And I'm shifting over a lot of the time. Sometimes I have like my foot rest on top of my thigh and not traditional crisscross applesauce. And I kind of like pick up my toes sometimes. But sometimes when I have like a kind of a hangnail, my toenails get a little too long or something. It bugs me a little bit. Sorry if talking about my feet and my toes bugs you, but I also talked about urine samples earlier today because it was topical for me personally. So yeah, because like, you know, normal human stuff, you know, people have toenails that they have to clip. I tend to keep mine really short though. Like, my long is probably most people's short for toenail length. That's just kind of my nails in general. I don't like to keep my nails super duper long by any means. No, I tried to get that. Ow. This minigame is so hit or miss for me. And right now, it's a hit in a bad way. Let me drop the amok. Oh, I dropped too soon! No! Like, I barely got 14 there. Dude. Let me drop the amok. Let me drop the amok. Well, I fulfilled A17 quota today. I fulfilled the Stray Kids quota because I saw 143, and I fulfilled 17, even though it's not quite Aju Nice, but, Aju Nice has become so synonymous with my stream that anytime me and my husband see it in like these like K-pop games that we see on like YouTube and stuff, it's like the contractual obligation for me. I always have to pick Aju Nice. Sometimes we like, you know, see like, oh, save one, drop one, or like, you know, save one, drop the rest. And it's like a group of songs following like a category or something. And if Aju Nice pops up, I am like contractually obligated to pick it because of stream. So I'm so glad I made it a sound alert. Because before hitting affiliate, I referenced that song literally all of the time. Like, literally all the time. Blue. Blue, blue. Okay. Not bad items. I tried. I know there's like a meta to this one. It's like, oh, if you watch the timer, this number puts it at this one. And it's like, I have never bothered to learn that. I've never bothered to learn that, so, and I don't really care. I know some people have tried to offer me, like, here's a little table of all the items available at any given point. I'm like, I don't want that. I don't want it. I don't need it. I've been playing this game for a very long time. I don't care to have that information. It's cool if anyone else wants it, but like, I personally don't. Because, there's some games I have learned a lot from just, you know, playing a lot of and picking up the habits of like the AI and stuff. Like, for example, I've only ever seen it not happen one time, and it was on stream. But, the AI, whenever, in Mario Party 3, when they are given the Wacky Watch, they will always wait until the last turn to use it. I've only ever seen it not happen one time, and it was, I think I did like my first year affiliate anniversary stream. The AI used the Wacky Watch in like the middle of the board, and I have no idea why they did it. I could not tell you. Maybe it's because they were in first. I don't know. Waluigi's joints are missing. Mushroom Kingdom, that is Peach. But yeah, Waluigi's joints are missing. What is wrong with him? On Woody Woods, how many places? There's 3 of them. It's 3 arrows. What is the current record in Bazatoss? 73? No, it was 76. Damn it. Damn it. Oh, of course it's the easy one that's next. All types of minigames. Never appeared in Mario Party or Mario Party 2. Gee, I wonder. You cannot go gambling in Mario Parties 1 or 2. Who currently has Luigi? Because these questions are set up in a way where the other 2 answers are characters that are not even on the board. So you can easily just guess those questions. So there you go. So I've played enough Mario Party. And even with like games I have played, or like even with games I'm like playing for the first time, more often than not, if I'm playing a game for the first time, I have had some kind of experience with it. More often than not. There have been 2 games I have streamed 2 games I have streamed where I have gone in completely blind, did not know anything about the game before playing it for the first time, and that was Splatoon 3 single player and currently Banjo-Tooie. So even with, like, you know, Xenoblade games, I've, like, watched my husband play it, or I had played it before, because I had played 2 before. I played it before years ago. And, like, Xenoblade 1, I had watched my husband play it over and over and over again. I even helped him with side quests, so I had some semblance of the gameplay at that point. Xenoblade 3, I had watched him play it, like, 2 months prior to me streaming it. So, and with Xenoblade 2, I had watched him play it, and I had played it myself before. So I had the most experience playing 2 before. And even Xenoblade X, because we got it on, like, close to release, like, that same weekend, or the following weekend, and he played it, beat it, and I think I didn't start it till, like, a couple months later, because I waited till he beat the game. I waited till he beat the game so I can kind of see, and, like, that, with the way we do it, it kind of helps mitigate spoiler talk, because, like, yeah, it's my first time playing the game, but it's not my first time seeing the game, so I know the plot points, but that also doesn't mean, you know, people in chat know the game. More often than not, people in chat will know the game, but there's some people who just experience the game along with and don't know anything. And I try to keep it that way, and a lot of time when I, like, explain things about the game, I try to keep it spoiler-free, because God forbid I accidentally spoil something for somebody. But also, this is my stream. Like, as much as I try to be respectful for spoilers, there are some things, like, I will give, like, spoiler warnings for. But also, this is my stream. If you come in here and I say something and you jump my case, like, oh my god, that's a spoiler. It's like, you came in here on your own volition. Because that's happened one time before. It kind of relates to the, you know, the race I was in. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, okay. You know? You know? It had to be a 2 and not just a plain 1. A 1 would have been better. Oh well, it's fine. I'll go potty. But yeah, that happened before, and it kind of goes along with some of the negative experiences I had with the, like, the speedrun tournament type thing I was a part of a year and a half ago. Because a year and a half ago, this was like middle of March, and I'm streaming my practice run for the Ocarina of Time section. Because the tournament was set up, it was like a 1v1, and the winners of those 1v1s went on to the semifinals, which was the Mario 64 portion, and the finals was just a reprise of the Ocarina 1v1. It was the Ocarina 1v1 was a race to the Master Sword, and the Mario 64 was a race to the second Bowser fight. So that's kind of your thing there. And I was streaming my practices for the Ocarina part. You know, I was practicing some speedrunning techniques. I was timing myself, you know, the works. And during that stream, and again, middle of March, there was a specific game that came out a couple weeks before that stream. It was a Final Fantasy VII Rebirth had come out a few weeks prior to that stream, and my husband was in the middle of playing it. And of course, I'm talking about the game. There was a particular section of the game that I felt was a little bit too much, but I never alluded to anything. I just mentioned something about boxes, and lots of boxes, in a section of Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. I alluded to that Nothing. But then, later on in the stream, I gave away the number of chapters in the game. I said there were 14 chapters in Rebirth. And this one person who was hosting the event jumped my case over... Oh my god, that's a spoiler. Like, that's a major spoiler. And I tried to ask, like, well, how far are you into the story? Like, are you, like, early on? Are you later in the game? Like, give me something to work with so I know where you're coming from. And they doubled down. It's like, no, I'm not going to say anything about it. And they jumped my case. And then later in their own Discord post, they specifically made mention, do not spoil anything about Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. And that was specifically towards me. That's, you know, there's some things where it's like, I feel like this is towards me, you know, like if the shoe fits type moment, but it's like the shoe fit my foot pretty well. And I knew that message was targeted towards me. And it's like, all I said was the number of chapters in the game. That's all I said. I do not consider that a spoiler. Like, oh my god, it's a spoiler. Like, no, it's not. Knowing the number of chapters in a game is not a spoiler. It'd be like me asking how many worlds are there in Banjo-Tooie. It would be just like that. I've never asked that. I never looked it up. I don't know. I saw a list one time of the worlds of Banjo-Tooie. But like, to me, if I were to look that up and see how many worlds there are in Tooie, I wouldn't think anything of it and see the names of the worlds. I don't think that would be a spoiler because I wouldn't see how to get all the jiggies. I wouldn't see where all the collectibles are. I wouldn't see all the skills you get. Like, that is spoilers if I were to look it up and someone were to, like, tell me that information. But if someone were to tell me, oh, there's, like, so-and-so many worlds in Tooie, I wouldn't think that was a spoiler. And it's like, again, I even said earlier, there's 7 chapters in Xenoblade Chronicles 3. Well, the original Xenoblade Chronicles didn't have it broken up into chapters, but in Definitive Edition, they broke it up into 17 chapters. But a lot of them are pretty short, and they're all really just marked after every major story beat. But I would honestly condense it a lot. I would put like the first 3 chapters of Xenoblade Chronicles as one chapter. I would consider that chapter 1 personally, but like, whatever. I wasn't in charge of splitting up the chapters of the game. So there are 17 chapters total in Xenoblade Chronicles, and there are 10 chapters total in Xenoblade 2. And there are 12 chapters in Xenoblade X, with a 13th added on in Definitive Edition. So me talking about the number of chapters in a game is not a spoiler. It's like looking at a table of contents, because that tells you the sections in the book, and it tells you what page numbers they're on. Like, to me, the number of chapters is not a spoiler. And my case got jumped on hardcore. Hardcore! For, quote-unquote, spoiling Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Because I said the number of chapters in the game. Which, in the moment, it was really, really, really upsetting. And because they were, you know, my friend at the time, I didn't do anything about it. But if a stranger, someone I didn't know, came into chat and jumped my case over something like that, they would have been, like, put in timeout or banned. So... Whoa, shit! I thought that was me! I swore that was me! I'm just gonna... I really thought that was me. Ha! Nope, it's him. He is him. Ah! He is him. So yeah, I am super duper protective of what is and isn't a spoiler and how I go about giving out information about stuff like that. Number of chapters in a game, not a spoiler. Revealing contents in said chapter, spoiler. Revealing major story beats, spoiler. Because there have been a handful of things that have been spoiled for me due to the internet and how the internet is about stuff like that. Because Sparking Zero, the game's been out for almost a year. There's the one! There's the one! When Sparking Zero came out, and my husband had pre-ordered it, got the edition of the pre-order that lets you get the game like 3 days early. So the game came out October 11th, and he got it 3 days before. And it came out on a Thursday. So he started playing it Thursday. Or no, he was playing it for a few days, and the game came out officially for everybody on Thursday. 2 days after its official release, he had came across a post on Reddit, I think, flat out spoiling a major thing with one of the Sparking episodes, which is like the what if scenarios. And it was very upsetting. And was like double fucked on it. Oh, damn it, I tried. I think I went too late on it. What's like double fucked on it is like, he found it organically like 10 minutes after he found that post. And it has something to do with Gohan. That's all I'm gonna say. Because I know the game's been out for almost a year. I probably could get away with like saying it out loud. But it's got something to do, it's a what if scenario that has something to do with Gohan, and it was probably one of the better what if scenarios, honestly, in my opinion. But the fact that it got spoiled from it was out there on the internet, something so secret that I feel like it would have been so magical to discover on your own. Ripped away because people want to post it like immediately on social media. That spoils things more than the number of chapters in the game. So, and also in Xenoblade X, there was a big character detail that got spoiled for me and my husband, all because Google decided to give us a search result of this character. It's like, wow. And like, I'll talk more about that when I get to that point in Xenoblade X. Because I was a tiny bit upset by it. And we were both a tiny bit upset by it, but like, we didn't know like the who, what, when, where. We didn't know the what, when, and where, and why. We didn't know that, but we know the who, you know, of Xenoblade X. So that got spoiled for us early on in the game, and we were both a little upset by it because Google decided to be stupid. But there's a lot of things that I see posted all over social media, and it's like the thing with that is like spoilers aren't protected anymore. That's why I love the Xenoblade community so much, is they are so protective over spoilers of the games. And they are super encouraging on play the games yourself. I know they're over 100 hours long, but please play the games yourselves, or like, you know, look up Let's Plays, experience the story, because the story in Xenoblade is so good. Let's see, Luigi, Wario, Mario, Luigi, Wario, Mario. Yellow, 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 okay. The yellows combine. Okay. Mario here. Luigi here. Mario was over here? I think that's right. And Peach was between... Peach got in the way of DK and Bananas. That's how I remembered it. But yeah, the Xenoblade community is so protective over the spoilers. And then there's the Danganronpa community. It's like, what's a spoiler? They will go out of your way to tell you who the fucking killers are and who all dies in the game, and it's so stupid. It's so stupid. It's like, dude, do you... To me, it, like, just blatantly saying stuff like that just definitely takes away from the experience. But also, it's like, I have experienced the games. I have never played them before, but I have experienced them. I've watched YouTube videos on them. So I know the story, so like the spoilers don't bother me because I know the stories. But like, what if someone who wanted to play the game just came across, oh, the big bad is this person? And it's like, what? Without a warning, at least. So... But yeah, with social media nowadays, it's always like everything has to happen right away, and everybody treats specific like brand new media as if everybody can access it at the same time right when it comes out, and that's not always the case. Because there are plenty of people out there who cannot experience things right away. I think I'd seen a good benchmark when to talk about like brand new media is like 2 weeks. Because that way, some people, most people who wanted to check it out can in that 2-week time period. So it's a good like benchmark to talk about it. And like even it was like a few weeks after the game had came out when I talked about it on stream with Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Because again, all I really said was there are 14 chapters in the game, and even me talking about the section with a bunch of boxes was more spoilery than the number of chapters in the game. So I don't need my case jumped over knowing the number of chapters in a game. Because like I will personally ask for that information, or I will personally look that up on my own time because I don't think that is a spoiler. But since that moment with this particular person, I really kind of saw, like, the rose-colored glasses came off in that moment. Or it's like a kind of, you know, like with sunglasses, you kind of like tilt them down so you can like see a little bit. That's kind of what happened in that moment. And then they completely came off after that tournament happened. So, and I do know there are still some viewers of mine who still watch them, and I don't care. I've never said their name. I have never once said the name of this streamer, but I feel like I have dropped enough hints and talked about it enough that if it's one of those, if you've been watching me long enough, you can probably figure out who it is. But it's like, I don't care who people watch. I don't care. It's just, I have dealt with shitty experiences with other streamers, you know, whether it's been like, there's some other times where it's like, I'll go into someone's stream and start chatting, because like, oh hey, because there was, one time, okay, so this all kind of goes back to this ex-friend in a way, but not, so there was this, one streamer that raided the ex-friend, and they seemed really cool. I checked out their content, like, alright, yeah, cool, I dropped a follow, you know? And then they were streaming one day, one afternoon. And I popped in, because they were streaming Wind Waker at the time. And I popped in, and I started chatting. And I got no response. Like, 0 response whatsoever. And I think I typed maybe a total like 3 messages, and all of them got ignored. So, and I understand, as a streamer myself, I understand if, you know, I see people come in, I see it out of the corner of my eye, but I'm like in the middle of a thought, I will finish my thought, and then I will acknowledge, you know, chat. But like this one was like, they talked about something, and then like silence. Then they talked about something, and silence. It's like they weren't even acknowledging chat. And it's like, okay. You know, so I quietly left and I unfollowed them because it's like I didn't feel welcome in a way, so yay. So that's just kind of my experience like being a streamer, and I've, you know, popped into like other streamers. Like I usually lurk a lot. Occasionally I'll pop in with a comment. Unless I'm like, you know, really close and I'm, you know, watch the streamer a lot. Cause like, I'll chat here and there in Max's stream. I'll chat here and there in like Blue's stream. You know, with like people I'm like fairly close to. But, ooh. But like, if I feel brave enough to chat in someone's stream that I don't know, then it's like, all right, cool, I like you. Get a shopper. So, but like, if I chat and I get ignored after like some lulls in your stream, and it's like, you don't even care, do you? That's just what it gives off to me personally. Now, if someone wants to hang out, whatever, because like, it varies streamer to streamer. And it's like, sometimes if you're in a stream of someone collabing with someone, that's kind of understandable how it's like hard to kind of balance talking with, you know, their friend on stream and then keeping up with chat. Like that's, you know, totally cool, whatever. But it's like, if you're by yourself and people are chatting and you're not acknowledging it in some way, then it's like, you know, kind of sucks for the person wanting the chat. And it's like, again, relatively small streamers, so it's like, I don't know, man. So I've experienced that part, and then there's a lot of stuff behind the scenes that I have experienced that are not great. Not great whatsoever. Because I've talked about other experiences, like one time, for my follower goal at the time, you know, I read the fan fictions that I write specifically for the follower goals. And I had set up a date and time specifically for the fan fiction reading at the time. It was The Dragon Tamer. So I do have a playlist all on my YouTube channel. There is a playlist of all the fan fictions. So if you want to, it was The Dragon Tamer. So you're going to have to find the one with like dragons and darkness and stuff. I don't know what that stream was titled, but it was October of 2023. I'll tell you that much. I'd set up a specific date and time. Oh, shit, I jumped too early because Luigi was in my way. Oh well, it wasn't a high stakes battle. Anyway. So I set up a date and time specifically for, and it was a special start time because I usually stream at 12 p.m. during the school hours, but Allie wasn't in the after school program yet, so I can only go up to 3:45. So I pushed stream up an hour to 11 a.m. Like Wednesday 11 a.m. was the special date and start time for stream, for the fanfiction reading. And like 2 days before, like Monday evening, or just like a few days before, you know, the streamer friend was promoting my stream. They were promoting, yeah, go check out Tessa's fanfiction reading streams. She writes really good stories. You know, she's so awesome. Go check her out. Wednesday, 11 a.m. You know, she was promoting the day and time of it. And then the next day, in her daily Discord post, they had posted, we're gonna do a stream at 11 a.m. on Wednesday. And that hurt. And it's like, typically, if my friends want to stream the same time I do, I don't care. Because they have their own schedule. They know what time works for them. If it overlaps with mine, whatever, because everyone has their own lives. Like, I literally don't care. But it's when you specifically promote my stream, specific day and time, and say, yeah, go check it out. And then turn around and decide you were going to stream on that day and time as well. That is a really shitty thing to do. At least I got my Boo Repellent back. At least I got my Boo Repellent back, so who's the real winner now? So, anyway. Lost my reverse mushroom, but that's fine. What's up, Bowser? So yeah, but also it hurt so bad, and I usually don't do this because I usually avoid confrontation unless it's like it's something that really hurt me, and this situation legitimately hurt me. So I you know, I messaged them and said, hey, I saw your post in Discord. I'm a little bit hurt because you were promoting my stream that day and time, told your viewers to go watch it that day and time, and then you decided to announce a stream for that specific day and time as well. And that really hurt. And so I don't remember like the exact wording I had with that particular message, but I got my sentiment across, and they said they were sorry, and it's like looking back on it, the daytime streams don't do very well viewership wise. And it's like in the moment I thought nothing of it, but there was a one time like several months ago I was looking through my screenshots because I had screenshotted the message because I usually relay information like that to my husband. So he usually is in the know with some stuff like that. So I was looking through my screenshots and I found that. And like looking back on it, that was such a shitty reason for calling off that stream. And it's like, it felt like a jab at me because they said, oh, you know, streams don't do well in this time. And I was streaming in that time frame. You know? And it's like, I usually try not to focus on the numbers too much because I know numbers can affect a lot of people different ways. So I try not to pay attention to the numbers. But like, I still see them. I still see the numbers. So it's like, I'm well aware how my streams perform, but like, I still, you know, push forward. Which is like, what else can I do? So, you know, I still push forward in spite of, you know, the, you know, the numbers could be good, bad, indifferent, whatever, you know, it's whatever. But it's like, I do see them. And it does affect me sometimes. But it's like, again, all I can do is push forward. Speaking of pushing forward, standard last 5 turns. Procedures all red and blue spaces are doubled. If you land on the same space as your opponent, you get to duel them. Anyway. So yeah, it just felt like a shot at me when they said, oh, streams don't do well in this specific time frame. So I'm not going to do it. And it's like, looking back on it, it's like, excuse me? Did you just throw shade at my time slot? Like, really? Why would you do that? Oh, the 30 coin poison mushroom. Was it worth it, Wario? Was that really worth it? I don't think so. That is so insane. If you had no items, sure, but you had plenty of good items. Why would you do that? More going backwards! Hooray! I don't think I had gone backwards yet off my turn. So, does that mean I go backwards twice, or do I just go backwards once? Of course I go backwards the maximum amount. Hello! Hi! Give me this, please. To keep me on track, I'll go this way. So, yeah, just, life lessons. So to equate that whole, stream time thing, I'm sure, oops, sorry. I'm sure, like, you know, other streamers could kind of relate to that, like, oh, it's like, oh, your friend's streaming at this time, and they said, you know, it's like, whole thing. But, like, again, I don't care if my friends want to stream at the same time I do. I literally do not care. When I do care is if my stream gets promoted at a specific day and time, only to be undermined and them announce a stream at that date and time too. It's, the similarity is, let's say I am throwing a get-together at this restaurant on Saturday at 1 p.m. And I tell my friends, yeah, we're gonna do a little get-together for lunch Saturday at 1 p.m. at this restaurant. At like Applebee's or something. Let's just throw out some, just this hypothetical here. Very heavy hypothetical. So, let's say I'm throwing a get-together at Applebee's 1 p.m. with friends and I'm inviting them all week long. And this friend A, says, yeah, totally, we'll be there. And they tell their friends about it. It's like, yeah, let's go hang out at Applebee's at 1 p.m. for Tessa. It'll be great. Only 2 days later, friend A tells their friends, I'm gonna be doing a hangout at Old Chicago at 1 p.m. on Saturday. You guys better come. It's a very similar situation to that. It's pretty much exactly like that. It's like, you know, you plan to get together with people for a specific date and time, and the friend says, okay, awesome, well, I'll see you there at that date and time. And then like 2 days later, like right before the event, they announce that they're gonna do something at that date and time on their own, separately. And it's like, that is so shady. That is extremely shady. Ah! I can never... I beat him, barely. But also, it's like, how did he do that? And I could barely do that. Hello, Sylvia! Hello, hello, welcome in. Hope you're having a good day. Just talking about shitty friends, and now I have an awesome friend show up. Yay! Power of friendship. The power of friendship is real. I can tell you that much right now, because, you know, my mental health has definitely gotten a lot better since getting better friends. Yay, I'm awesome friend. Yeah, of course you are. Of course. I needed a drink. Woo. I have played this minigame 3 times, and I have been in charge of every single button. The problem is, I cannot go off a feeling because the controller vibrates every time it hits the ground. So I can't just be like, oh, Buzz, it's me. No, it's not like that. I have to pay attention to the little button cursor thing that pops up, and why does this happen? Because we always get hit by a snowball because we hit the perfect buttons, and yet we lose every time because of course! Of course! Of course. Should I only stream lately because I'm like, don't want to stream when my friends are, but those are the only times I can, so I just cry. And like, I even said earlier, I literally do not care if my friends want to stream the same time I do. I literally don't care because I understand people have lives, and if like that's the only time slot that they have available, that's the only time slot they have available. Again, I literally do not care. I only care if like you're promoting like my stream at a specific day and time to turn around and tell your audience you're streaming at a specific day and time. Like, that's not fair to promote someone else and then immediately announce a stream for that day and time. That's when I care, because that's just really shitty to do. But again, grand scheme of things, like, I don't care. I don't care. That's stinky. It was definitely an awful feeling, because that happened 2 years ago? Roughly. It happened roughly 2 years ago, and it's like, damn. Because I remember looking through my screenshots at this conversation that happened. I'm like, you know what? That's actually really shady. And their reasoning for it was really shady. It's like, damn. Okay. Alright, Mario. Can I make your face this time? Dang it! Oh, the order I got the same exact eyes as last time. I made old man Mario. And Waluigi won by 1 point. Love that. Hopefully better? Of course. Yes. let's all spirit bomb. Send energy to Sylvia. Raise your arms up in the air and send your energy to Sylvia. And also, it's like, I totally understand, like, motivation to stream. Totally understand that. Because, like, I have been, like, stressed. You can come say hi to Sylvia. Say hi, Sylvia. Oh, careful! You're gonna knock over my mic. Riley says hi. And it's like in the next couple weeks. Is that? As I'm saying, a lot better. That's awesome. It is Riley! We're gonna spend time with Riley while we can. Because she starts, get this, she starts preschool on the 25th. So she starts school in a couple of weeks. But the caveat is she is in the PM class. She's in the afternoon class and not the morning class. Like I marked on my preference. I marked down the preference. I marked AM, but she is in the PM class. So, during this upcoming school year, at least Monday through Thursday, Riley won't be around for streams. She'll be around on Fridays, though, because preschool is Monday through Thursday. So Fridays will be normal. And, of course, during the summer, of course. But also, like, she starts preschool. And, like, this morning, I ranted so much this morning about this, but we had her school physical this morning. Something that really shouldn't take that long, took like an hour and a half plus other errands to run. I was waiting a long time because they were kind of backed up for her school physical. So I wonder how many parents marked AM as their preference though. I know I was yeah, I was in the PM class when I was in kindergarten. Yes, Riley? Can you sit down? Be quiet, please. Thank you. Yeah, I know I was in the PM class, but I also was not a morning person. Never have been, even as a kid. But like my two children, very much early birds. Very much early birds. And Allie ended up in the AM class when she was in preschool. But yeah, when I went to enroll Riley in preschool, at the top of the sheet, they, you know, it's like, do you have like a preference for AM or PM? And I marked down AM, hoping and praying Riley got to the AM class because Riley is, again, very much a morning person. But they put her in the PM class, which, you know, whatever, I guess. We'll just have to go with it. So, and like streams are going to be a little bit weird because like the PM class starts at 12:15, which is, you know, I start at noon. So, it's going to get a little weird, but we'll adjust. It's all right. We'll adjust. I mean, it wouldn't be the first time I have, like, had to, put my stream on a BRB to pick up my children, or my child from school. Oh my god, why am I so far behind? How did I get so far behind? That's so weird. A little funky, yeah, it's gonna be a little weird at first. But yeah, it's not gonna be the first time I've, you know, put stream on a BRB to go pick up child from school. And now the thing with this is the elementary school that Riley will be at is all the way across town, whereas the elementary school Allie is going to is just up the road. It's just up the street, like 4 blocks away. This should work. Because I'm past it. This should work. Yes. Try again. Yeah, there you go. Good job. So, Yeah, it'll just be a little weird, but again, we'll adjust. It's fine. We'll probably kind of get into a new routine. I do have a key. Hold on. Oh, oh no! I have two. Oh, no, I have reverse. I can go either way. This would be great. I can go this way. Let's go. How will I live without hearing Riley in the background, though? I don't know. That's going to be like the strangest adjustment. Is the no Riley around. At least Monday through Thursday. She'll be around on Fridays. That's the most I can guarantee you. She will be around on Fridays. Be on Fridays, days of no school, and summertime. So, I know. And that was so rude. That was so rude. Oh my god, that is so funny! It's right where it was! That's really funny. Oh man, that's hilarious. But yeah, and also again, it's like, you know, no Riley on stream, but it's like, Riley's going to school. She starts preschool. Yeah, you got preschool. Like, she's gonna be so grown up going to school. You know? She's getting so big. I know. And like, when I started streaming, she wasn't even 2 yet. Oh, dang it. I should have went a touch to the left. But yeah, she wasn't even 2 when I started, like 3 years ago. Like, August 29th, 2022, 3 years ago, I started streaming. Like, Riley wasn't even 2 yet. She was like 1.5. She was like not even 18 months when I started streaming. So that is just really crazy to think that she's already at the age starting preschool. Tell her to stop growing. I wish I could. Hello, Sam. Hello, hello. Welcome in. Hope you're having a good day. There's a bug on the door. Is it on the outside? If it's on the outside, I don't care. Yeah. Because bugs are meant to be outside, not inside. Got the door open again. Because the guys were like painting stuff on the apartment and had asked me to close the door so they can paint something on the door. It's like, okay. No, don't do that. Let it be outside. We don't need to leave, so we don't need to be bothering with it. Whereas, Wednesday, I would have been short of the star anyway. I used my key to get up here. Bounce off the gate. I land on the happening. If I don't, it's that blue space right there. Oh, let's just keep going. Okay. So, yeah, Wednesday, I got a call essentially like, hey, your reminder, Riley's appointment, 10 a.m. Thursday. It's like, all right, cool. And they said like, do you have the paperwork that you need to fill out? It's like, oh shoot, no I don't. Because I, you know, been going 100 miles an hour for the last 2 weeks. I totally forgot about that. So I called and scheduled the appointment. So, and I didn't think anything of it. So, and I had to stop by, and, I stopped by and I got the paperwork, and they also gave me a pee cup for Riley because for whatever reason, the health department here required... Careful, Riley. Riley, like, headbutted my shoulder. Yeah, for whatever reason, the health department here for school physicals for 4 to 5-year-olds requires a urine sample. Like, what in the ever-living fuck? I ranted about this earlier, and I'm so fired up. It's like, what in the hell? You're requiring a urine sample for 4 and 5-year-olds for preschool and kindergarten physicals. Excuse me. Like, what? So I had to pick up the paperwork and the cup to, you know, get the sample from. Because, like, it's one of those, if there was already, like, a pre-existing condition and, you know, Riley was, like, you know, a sickly child, then sure. But, like, a routine school physical, you're requiring a urine sample for a 4 and 5-year-old. Da fuck? Da fuck? Didn't even have to do a physical for mine. Yeah, I don't remember doing... Like, I didn't have to do physicals for school until I got to, like, middle school for athletics. So, like, to do sports in middle school and high school, you have to have a physical. Which, that's fine, because they want to make sure you are able to do that sport. Cool. And if it's, like, a standard physical for, you know... for, like, school, I'm sure it's just, you know, a standard physical, no urine sample needed. And it's like, even when I did, like, physicals in, like, middle school and high school, I was never asked to do a urine sample. So, it's another reason why I want to leave this town. Because me and my husband have been trying to move for a while, but, like, we're just stuck in a vicious cycle where it's expensive to live here, and the place we want to move is cheaper than where we live now. But also, places to rent are very hard to find. They, you know, they are off the market so fast. And I don't even know what buying a house looks like with our, you know, with finances and everything. But it's like, it's expensive to live here, and we're shilling out so much money just to live here. We can't really, like, save up any money for, like, a down payment on a house. So it's like, we're just kind of stuck in this cycle of, like, it's, you know, we want to move and we need to move, but we're spending so much money just living here. So we're kind of in, like, a weird vicious cycle. Be neighbors with Blue and I. She has been trying to get us to move down there. You have no idea. And it's like, my husband can get a job, you know. Dang it. It's like, he's a truck driver. Like, places need truck drivers. A lot of places do. So he can get a job pretty easily. And he also knows people. Not like, he knows people that knows other people. So. But yeah. I can babysit. I used to work at a daycare. And also, I think my kids already love you. So, so that also works. But yeah, Blue has been desperately trying to get us to move, where you guys are. Exactly. But yeah, it does sound rough. Oh, that was the last turn? I didn't even realize. Oh well, it's fine. According to this P, they have extra energy. Pretty much. Throw it away, please. Thank you. Sounds like a plan. Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, and also with Riley, okay, so I got Riley's sample the night before, like, you know, like during bedtime, you know, I, you know, got that taken care of, and you store it in the fridge and it's good for up to 24 hours. It's exactly what I did. And I, you know, looked at it, looks like normal pee, you know, fairly clear, yellow tint to it. Not like complete, does not look like lemonade. So it looks like, you know, normal pee, right? Like a normal, healthy human. You know, it's not too yellow, it's not completely transparent, looks like a normal hydrated person. Pretty clear, right? So I take it up there, you know, they do it, and we get called back like half an hour after her appointment time. And they tell me there was a little bit of blood in her urine. Because they first opened up with like, does she have trouble peeing? Like, does Riley have trouble peeing? Or, like, does it like hurt? And I'm like, No, I have literally no idea why you're asking me this. Like, never had an issue. If there was, I would have, you know, spotted it a long time ago. But like, yeah, and then they said like, oh, there's a little bit of blood in her urine. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? I had like literally no idea what this nurse was talking about. Cause like, I looked at the sample. If there was a little bit of blood, I would have seen it. And I even asked my kiddos, like, did you touch it in the fridge? And they both said no, and I trusted them because I took a look at it. It looks the exact same as it was the night before. That's kind of my thought, was they may have mixed it up because there's literally no way. Either something went wrong when they, like, tested it or they mixed it up somewhere. Because there's literally no way, because I was super duper confused. Dang, if I'd actually gotten that happening space, I would have tied for the happening star. Oh well, I didn't need it. So yeah, it was... First of all, I was so baffled by even needing my child's urine sample for a physical to begin with, and now they're telling me there's blood in it? Like, what the hell? No, not on your finger. They did have to prick her to take her hemoglobin. Hemoglobin. Which, you know, like diabetics do. And like, that's fine. You know, just double checking to see, you know, blood sugar levels, you know, everything, you know. I was more okay with that than a urine sample. And even, like, when they, you know, poked Riley's finger, no reaction. None whatsoever. Like, Riley is literally impervious to pain. She, like, smashed her face on my elbow, like, 5 minutes ago, and she was just chill. Like, that girl is indestructible. So, but yeah, it's like... perfectly normal looking pee, and they tell me there's a little bit of blood. It's like, what? And they like recommend, it's like, oh, just come back. We could probably come back and like do another sample in a couple of weeks, or like come back a month later. And it's like, no, I don't think I need to. I think she's fine. And she needed to go potty like right after we were all done, and we, you know, in the clinic, you know, stopped by the restroom on the way out, and Riley was peeing. I'm like, you know, does it hurt? And she's like, no. No. Yeah, so it's like, I never understood that at all. I see that. Your feet are so little.
They're not gonna fit me.
Well, those ones are real big.
Yeah.
So, Riley's got Allie's old shoes on, but like, they're not the right size on Riley. They're like too big for Riley, but too small for Allie. It's really funny. That you compared it to lemonade and say something I accidentally drank it. But yeah, it does feel really strange. That was definitely very strange, and I was questioning a lot. Because I had the option, when they called me and they needed a physical for Riley, since Riley had a doctor's appointment earlier this year, they were okay with like getting the stuff from her doctor faxed over, but it's like, I remembered it being a very huge hassle when Allie went to preschool, and it was just a pain in the ass to get everything, you know, sent over. So I'm like, you know what, let's just do everything here, so that way they have all the information right from the start. And then it's like, we need a urine sample. It's like, what the fuck? The fuck?
This is gonna fit me.
Yeah, those do look like, can you wiggle your toes? Yeah, I think those do kind of fit you. Anyway. Yeah, they had to have mixed it up. That's my best guess, is something, they had to have mixed it up somewhere. Because, like, there's no fucking way to, like, badly mix that up, so. Does Riley not drop the F-bomb? She has not said the F word. She has said bitches and dipshit before. So, and there is a clip of Riley saying bitches. Because, it's a clip, no Riley. So if you go in, sort the clips by, like, most viewed, it'll be kind of in, like, that top. It's one of my most viewed clips is no Riley, because, I remember it perfectly. I was playing Mario Party 2, was looking at the detailed results, and I landed on 5 bank spaces in Mario Party 2, and I was playing as Peach. I'm like, yeah, Peachy! And I'm like, yeah, I got money, got paid, bitches! And Riley, who was sitting in my lap, perfectly repeated, bitches! And I'm like, oh no, Riley. And it was really funny. And then the time she said dipshit, Riley was sitting across the living room, and my husband was in the hall. So they were very far apart from one another. And my husband, under his breath, said, dipshit. Like, very quietly. Like, I could barely hear him, and I was a lot closer to him than Riley was. And as soon as he said, dipshit, Riley, clear as day, dipshit, clear as day. And it's like, child, please. The second kid. When you have your first kid, they lull you into a false sense of security. It's like, oh yeah, I can totally handle another one. And your second child is completely feral. So cute saying bitches, I know. Yeah, I think at that one she wasn't quite 2 yet. So, no. And that's a bad word. You don't say bad words, right? No, you don't say bad words. Yeah, you can sit down right there. So, yeah, that's a fun times. Fun times with my second child. So that'll be it for today. I hear sirens outside. I didn't do it. I did not do it. I don't think Sylvia is streaming right now, Riley. She's in my chat.
Yeah, she's in the chat.
Let's see. Tomorrow is Friday. We go back to Banjo-Tooie.
Max.
Yeah, Max is right there. We'll probably go raid Max.
Can I pass?
Yeah.
Pass Max?
Yeah. Oh, hold on.
Hold on.
You're right there. And Sylvia's sick. She's not feeling good. Oh. Nope. Hit the wrong one. We need Max.
Yeah.
Tap right there. There you go. There we go. There's Max.
I got it.
Alright. But yeah, Sylvia is sick, so we need to send her good vibes. Again, Spirit Bomb. Everyone raise your arms and send your energy to Sylvia. I'm legally requiring you guys to do so. Do it, or else I'll find my purple knife and I'll stab every one of you, absorb your energy, and give it to Sylvia anyway. Does that sound excessive? Yes, but I'm willing to do that for Sylvia.
What's Max playing?
No more sickness. Max is playing Castlevania. So, I think Max has been on a Castlevania kick. He's playing a lot of Castlevania lately, but that's okay. I like Max's streams. I love his chill vibes. But yeah, tomorrow's Banjo-Tooie. We finished up all we could do in Jolly Roger Bay. Not Jolly Roger Bay. Jolly Roger's Lagoon. Oh, talked about the Super Mario 64 earlier today, and I had that on the brain, I guess. We finished up stuff there as much as I can do right offhand. And we started Pterodactyl Land, which that's been kind of fun so far. So we're in the middle of Pterodactyl Land, so we'll continue on with that tomorrow. And then Monday, we continue with our beach episode of Xenoblade Chronicles X, and I am so glad I gave Doug the heart glasses. I am living for it. It is so funny to me. So if you don't know, the beach episode for Xenoblade Chronicles, I run around with my characters dressed in swimsuits, and I run around doing side quests. That's a beach episode when I play Xenoblade Chronicles. It's so fun. So yeah, Monday, raid message. What should our raid message be? What should our raid message be?
Raid message, please.
You want a raid message? We haven't done that one in a while.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what a beach episode is, so exactly! Exactly! Sylvia gets it.
I want that raid message.
You want raid message, please? You want that raid message?
Yeah, that.
That raid message.
That raid message.
Do you want to add please on it? That raid message, please? No, don't press anything on my keyboard. But do you want that raid message? How about... Do you want that? That raid message? Well, I need you to tell me. Or else I'm gonna do it. Don't touch my quartz. Cause, if we unplug my Ethernet cable, which is kind of loose, that could just unplug the stream and then we'd be done with no raid. What do you want? I'll give you one more chance to tell me what raid message you want. You want that one? Okay, and we're gonna, just like that, that raid message. If you are subbed to me, you can use my emotes. If you are not, you can use whatever emotes you want. I am not picky about emote usage. So yeah, we're gonna go raid Master Max 165. He is playing, Castlevania. Tomorrow's Banjo-Tooie, and then back around to Monday. School for, not preschool. So Allie starts school on Wednesday. She starts school on Wednesday. So starting on Wednesday the 20th, streams will start back up again at 12 p.m. And then once the 25th hits, they'll start a little bit later than that. So school's back. We'll get into a routine. It'll be fine. So Mondays are Xenoblade Chronicles X, Tuesdays and Thursdays are Mario Party, and Wednesdays and Fridays are Banjo-Tooie. So thank you everyone for coming out and hanging out, and we will see you next time.